Hello, Shabby Geekers. It's your pal Shabby. How are you all? Welcome back to Shabby Geek. It's nice to see everybody. You're 35 here already. You absolute beauties. Let's have a look. Gerard's here. Hi, Gerard. Hello, everyone. Hello. Just me tonight, Gerard. Just me. Shabby no mates. Do you know what I mean? So I just thought I'll tell you what I'm going to do in a bit, because a lot of people say, "What is it? Your top five of top five, or is it somebody's top five of this?" So I'll explain to you what tonight's about. APD. Well, hello. I think I'm early for once. You are, mate. I was bang on time. The funniest thing tonight was I'm sat here on my own and I thought, I'll watch the time. What's the time? I went to 0 and I thought, press it straight away. People will be blown away. They'll be like, no way, Shabby. Shabby knows how to tell the time. You know, brilliant. Hello, Keith. Nice to see you. Evening, Shabby and Geekers. Yeah, you all Shabby Geekers. Good to see you. Hiya, Johnny Boy. Good old John McGuire's here. Hiya, pals. Nice to see you, pal. Wow, full house. This is awesome. Good old Kieran. How are you, pal? Good old Oppie's here. How are you, Oppie, mate? Hello, lovely Catherine. Nice to see you. Look at this. Awesome. Who else is here? Wow. Jono. Good old Jono's here. Hey, pal. Hit that like button, you muppets. Well, but that'd be nice. Thank you. It'd be awesome if you hit that like button. I appreciate that. It's weird because the last few streams have done really, really well. I mean, for me, I'm only a small YouTuber. Do you know what I mean? I'm nothing special, but I'm really happy with the way it's been going. But then I lost 3 subs, and I thought, just when you start thinking people like you, they're like, I'm not watching that pillock. Forget that. I'm not watching him. Hello, Ardes. Nice to see you, pal. Wow, man. Everybody's turned up. This is awesome. I want to see Shabby's top 5 most beautiful Everton defeats. Need a bit more than 5 for that. I can say 5 from last season, Lilo. Oh, that's just cruel, Hoppy. Funny but cruel. What did Hoppy say about it? Say, what's he said here? Oh, here we go. Stu's got a new top 5. No TVC inside. Well, I don't know. Let's have a look. Des T's here. He says, Kieran, Hoppy, Jonathan, Claire, Connor, Palps, Nick, Gerard, saying hello to everybody. Hello, Mrs. T. I've got Mrs. T, and I've got Zoe B, and I've got PGM on Saturday. It's Stu's quiz, pop quiz. Watched it on Saturday. I'll be happy if I get one right. Do you know what I mean? It'll be good. Here he is. Evening top 5 is a big hello to the chat. Hi, Stu. How are you? Oh, look at this. Hello, from Valencia. See you all. See, look at him. He'll be coming home looking like George Hamilton, won't he? Nice tan on him. Do you know what I mean? A pair of Gucci slip-ons on. Oh, I hope you're having a great time. Hi, TJC. Hi, pal. Hello, Claire. Shabby, my best pal. You're my best pal. How you doing, Claire? It's nice to see you here. So, yeah, sort of have a quiet Monday, The past couple of months on Mondays have been hectic, haven't they? With everybody coming on top 5 or whatever. But I've thoroughly enjoyed top 5 this year. I think it's been brilliant. I'll explain a bit more about it in a minute. Oh, I remember it too. That mute. What do you mean? The mute button? I have a voice of a lark, of an angel. Oh, good old George. Hi, George. Nice to see you. Hello, Steph. Hi, pal. Nice to see you. Hi, Georgie. Nice to see you. Wow, thank you all so much. Hi, Miriam's ladies night. Look at this, Steph, Georgie, Miriam, Catherine. They're all here. Shabby, housewife's favourite. Hiya, Tim. Nice to see you, pal. Wow, thank you all so much. Let me just get down here a bit. Here we go. Valencia. I thought you were visiting the Vatican, Dave. Everton 0, Reading 1, Championship, FA Cup 2011. That has to be a top 5 defeat. If we're counting that far back. Yeah, is that the only win that Reading have got there? I had VTR. Nice to see you. Hey! Nice to see you too. Wow, nearly 40. It's been the best season so far, Shabby. Well, apart from the episode with Stuart Martin. They were awesome on it. What do you mean? They were brilliant. Tim Hayes is here saying hello to everybody. He's just got in from golf with a round of putts. I can't go out today. We've just had Darren here. So Darren dropped his daughter off, and Darren's daughter's studying. And what a lovely girl. What a lovely girl she was. Anyway, they came round on Friday and we had Darren here all day. And I messaged him a couple of days before when he first got here. I said, how are you doing? He settled in all right. And he said, oh, Shabby, I am. He said, but the weather. Yeah, the weather it's ridiculous. But today, I think it's the hottest day today. Especially Claire's been here. My mum's been here. Darren's been here today. Oh, God, it's horrible today how hot it is. It's not my top 5. You see, there's the thing, you see. So it'll be interesting to see what your top 5 is. Good old Dave, DTM, said if I ever wanted to do a top 5 of my stuff, then he'd help co-host it, which I thought was lovely. And I might do that. But I'll tell you what this top 5 is tonight. Yeah, it is. It's too hot, to tell you the truth, Johnny boy. Hey, it's our Tez. Nice to see you here, buddy. Good old Tez is here. Actually, it's hotter than all hell. It's like, it's out. It's hotter than hell out. It's like the sun. Yeah, it's horrible, to tell you the truth. Super John, hello, says Gower Keith. Hiya, Mum. Nice to see you. Hiya, pal. Lovely to see you, Mum. Have you had a nice day, pal? Yep, everybody's here. Wow, this is awesome, man. Over 40, you absolutely see. That's why you all know the Shabby Geekers, absolute belters. Right. So what we're going to do is this. So this is what we did this year. So we did top 5, and I've done this. We did it for 12 episodes this time, and I loved it, to tell you the truth. I absolutely loved it, and it evolved. I thought top 5 this year. I thought it was completely different than the last 2 seasons, and I don't know. Maybe that's because people are more comfortable now with the top 5, and they know that it can be about any sort of top 5. Because I've said this before, so I won't harp on about it. The first 2 seasons of top 5 was your top 5, right? So you know, I'd message everybody and say, "Oh, you come out and do your top 5, and all that sort of stuff." But I don't think people have a top 5. I don't think anybody does. You know what I mean? I've said it a few times. If we got 2 people on there with their top 5, your top 5, you have the same 2 people on the week after, and it's a completely different top 5. So then I thought to myself, well, you know, I like doing it. I like the format of just talking to 2 guests and getting to know, you know, why they collect, what they collect, and so forth. And so this year I called it Any Top 5. And I think what I didn't get up here and what I didn't think about was any top 5 means anything. So, for example, I've wrote down a couple of things here. This year on top 5, we've had toys, dolls, TV shows, posters, merchandise, locations, customs, gifts, autographs, vintage, modern models. It's changed, didn't it? And I just thought this year was absolutely fascinating. So I just want to say thank you to all the people that came on top 5 this year. I really, really did enjoy it. I can't think of one top 5 where I didn't come away thinking, wow, man, you know what I mean? It was every one of them was superb. And I also want to thank all the people watching live and all the people watching in, you know, on the replay. I am a small tuber, I am, and I know that. I know where I stand. There's no bigger than Shabby's, no chance. And so for people to watch and people to, you know, take the time out if they're doing something and then come back and think, oh, I'll watch Shabby, and, you know, put the feet up, have a cup of tea, watch Shabs. It means the world to me. It really does. So I just wanted to say thank you all. You know, it's nice doing top 5. As you all know, you know, most of you subscribe to Shabby, so you've watched me for years. I'm an interactive channel. Stop making videos. I want you just to sit, because I like talking. I can never shut the fans up, like I say. And to have you people on, and for you to take time out of your lives and go, yeah, Shabby, we'll do a top 5, we'll do a ZSR, we'll do a tub thumpers, everything, means the world to me. It really does, because there is no Shabby without you lot to say. I don't want to sound corny and everyone start going, oh, Shabby, listen to him corny. But I'm not trying to be corny. I'm stating facts. I mean, you know, there's only a handful. Like, I think in the 5-6 years I've done YouTube, I can only count on one hand how many times I've done it on my own, this being one of them. Do you know what I mean? So, no, I just wanted to thank you all for, you know, for supporting top 5 this year. It's been absolutely brilliant. It really has. All good, John says, Tez, that's good of you, pal. Yes, sir, would be a great co-host for your top. Yeah, not VTR, sorry, DTM. I'm sorry, DTM. Sorry, there's so many bloody APDs, VTRs, DTMs, OPP. Yeah, you know me. DTM said it to me, but yeah. I mean, I thought that was DTM to say, if you ever wanted to do one, you know, I don't know. I'll think about it. You know what I mean? It's like room tours and all. I've never done any of them really, have I? Do you know what I mean? I like having you lot on and you lot talking. Good to see the old smag maniacs or sagsomaniacs. Is that what you're calling him? It hasn't got a Shabby Geekers ring to it though, has it? Sagsomaniacs. I like it, John. I like it. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, they are. Well, she's gonna do your Lord John and she's Lady Steph. You know, regal people stay together, don't you? Know, you royalty. I worked on my video today to challenge Martin to a putt golf game, and Sagsomaniacs became a thing. See, you all see it tomorrow when I put it up. Awesome. Oh yeah, definitely. Let's have a look. Was this before or after the robot stole all the golf jets? You see that thing? Golf course this morning. Brilliant. Sagsomaniacs, because you is so hot, John. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Shabby doesn't have a big head. Just I don't have long arms. You've met me. You know I haven't got long arms. Hey, G-Force, nice to see you, pal. Good to see you here. Everyone's saying hello to G-Force. Sags, have you seen the size of his melon? Oh, depends what sort of melon you're talking about there, G-Force, to tell you the truth. Arms that could reach around Scandinavia. It's Northern Dave and Southern Dave. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, we could have a You know what? Maybe I should do that. The co-hosts of Dave's. Brilliant. Hey, you are, Coxie. Nice to see you. Your room's looking awesome, by the way, pal. I love the pictures that you're putting up. You know what I mean? It's looking fantastic. So, like I say, if you ever want to do a stream when it's all up and running, you've got it set up, then you know what I mean? Get hold and we'll definitely do a stream. We'll go piece by piece how you did it, Coxie. That'd be awesome. 2 days with special guest Shabby. Yeah, I'd be on for that, definitely. Make another video, Shabby. Bring back Bend Over. I don't think I ever will, to tell you the truth. It's I don't know, really. I just always I like being myself. I like being spontaneous. I like being, do you know what I mean? If I say something stupid, I say it. If I don't, I know that sort of stuff. And I don't know. I think when my girls quit making videos, I was a bit like, oh, do you know what I mean? I have to do it all myself. So my big ass is setting up a camera and then going back me and then, oh, you've made a mistake, going back, and then you editing it, putting music on it, this and that for the 10 people to watch it. And I thought, no, I'm not. It's not for me, this. Do you know what I mean? And it's like I said, the thing about it is there's people out there that can make videos 10 times better than I can. And then I always want to put silly sketches in my videos, isn't it? Like the Olympic video or the burger one or I always did a funny sketch. But again, to do sketches, you need people to do it. And this house is always busy. So trying to get all the Jen or the girls, you know what I mean, who are due to make a video for me, absolutely no chance, But I enjoy this. I enjoy you know what I mean? I enjoy the live streams. I do. It's nervous, don't get me wrong, especially when you do it on your own because you don't want to make a mistake. But I think I've learned past it now. And I think the way I've got past it is if anything goes wrong, then people know you haven't done it on purpose. You know what I mean? It's just that's why I never complain if someone comes on my streams and their internet's not good or something's a bit dodgy or whatever. Who cares? Who cares? You're at Shabby's. Do you know? I want a welcoming channel me that everyone's invited to Shabby. So yeah, I think I'll stay with this. Hello to everyone saying hello. Shabs can do a special called Between Two Daves. Well, we've already done that. Rumour has it the golf ball stealing robot was invited to the London meetup. Oh, I've got to give him credit for that. He took a lot of flack last week, didn't he? He did take a lot. That's the thing. It's like when I dyed my hair and I told you lot straight away because I know you know what's coming. You know what's coming, and we have a thing though. Chris Smith always says this to me: if people are taking the piss and people haven't, it means they like you, don't they? That's especially our culture, British culture. Yeah, the London, the chosen ones. Is that what they said? The chosen ones. That's why Bath drank too much for the lads. I've not got any pictures up yet, Pat. There's a problem with spotlights. So waiting the lectures. No, like I said. When you're all up and running, man. When you're all up and running, we'll definitely do it. The two Davies. There's no room. Shut up. Oh, brilliant. I've just found my baby Jesus. Yeah. See, Stu, Shabby's invited everyone. I don't really like that with Stu. I mean, my channel, everyone's invited on Shabby's. Do you know what I mean? Be a bit dodgy if you all said no, though, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like, do you want to do this? No. Tub Thumpers would be a bit weird, wouldn't it? Top 5, Shabby every week. Twin Daves, I know. Vintage Tourist is today. Who's the second Dave? DTM. Dave. DTM, Martin. Yeah. Hey, chocolate chips. Lovely to see Evening Mark. Well, Evening Mark. Nice to see you, pal. Taking the piss is a way too British term for me. You're just taking the piss. You're taking the piss. Top 5. So, what I've done is all of you have shown such amazing stuff, and it's been vast, the assortment of stuff that you've shown, and it's not all been roughly the same thing. It's been tons of stuff that you've shown from all different aspects. I read you the list before, everything from toys, merchandise, blah, blah, blah. So I thought to myself, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all your top 5s of people on season 3, and I'm going to make my top 5 from your top 5. So what I've done is I've got my honourable mentions, my top 5, my number 4, my number 3, my number 2, my number 1s of all the things that you lot have shown on season 3 this year and putting them in my order. And see if you in the chat agree with my order. I would have put that at there, Shabby, this or that. So what I've done as well is I've not picked everybody's number ones, because there's been some stuff in people's top 5s that the number 3 was awesome. Or the number 5 was, or the honourable mention was awesome. So I've put them in my order. Honourable mention, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like that. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. It's just been some of the stuff that was shown this year. Do you know what I mean? It might refresh your memory. Oh, Shabby, I remember him showing that and him showing that. So yeah, it was awesome. Good job you're not British then, Tim. That's a good. Hello, Jonathan Redmond. If Stu did this, Jimmy would forget I even did a top 5. No, he wouldn't. Every time you say chocolate chip, he makes me want an ice cream. Chocolate chip, well, give him a lick. Give him a lick. It'll be the same thing. Oh, brilliant. Oh, right. Well, let's get started then. So first of all, what we always do on a top 5 is we do this. Honourable mentions. So what they've done is divide it by 4. So in honourable mentions, number 5, number 4, and so forth, there's 4 in each category, right? So what kicks off honourable mentions is this bloke.
Anyway, I'm going to mix it up a bit. So this is 2 things, but it's only I've only got these last week, but Carla got them for me because I've got a whiskey. Dave's seen it. I've got a whiskey shelf on my media wall now, haven't I? A whiskey shelf.
Look at that.
Oh yes,
they're only the small bottles. They're only the small bottles, though. They're not those little ones like that. The ones that you get.
When you go to Bournemouth and Blackpool, things like, oh, I want one of them. Yeah.
I keep emptying the buggers. That's the problem. I have to keep buying more. It gets expensive. But Carla went to a music festival the other day, and she came back and she was like, "Oh, I don't know if you'd like this, but excuse me, if you drink gaseous products, it does want to escape." She came back and she was like, "I picked this up for you for your whiskey shelf because it's got a whiskey measure in it and it's got Motorhead on it." And I was like, "Yeah, love it," cool. Immediately.
Yeah,
that's amazing, with the Ace of Spades on the back. And then and I've got to tell you, and the reason I'm showing this, she went on Temu, like she loves a bit of Temu, and she goes, "I thought I was ordering you a garden gnome that Jax could paint." And I saw the size of the picture and I thought this would go brilliant in the back garden, new garden. And it arrived and it wasn't the size she expected. It was this little 3D printed Lemmy, which Jackson's still going to paint for me because he's getting really good at his Warhammer paint and he'll do it. And I don't know, just I got these within a week of each other. And this isn't the first time my wife has like misjudged the size of something on Temu. Like she thinks it's going to be and it comes and it's. But I know it's not the most exciting, but the thing is, when my wife or kid get me anything, I'm a bit soft. I'm a bit like, I love it. Do you know what I mean? And,
yeah.
And the fact that she was at a gig and of all the things she could be doing in that day, having fun in that, she's thinking of me and it is awesome. And
you see, I've got to admit, it doesn't really matter what you show. It's the story in it, Dave. It's the love of something. It's
totally,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I think they're awesome. How cool was that? Good old APD. Do you know what I mean? Showing his wife stuff. I just thought that was a really nice story. Do you know, he showed the little note, and it was funny that obviously Carla thought it was a lot bigger than what it was. But I just thought it was a cool present and stuff. But the story told, especially for people like Carla and, that aren't 100% invested in what we do, to go out and find stuff like that for your partners. I think that's awesome. Shabby, is there a holiday for your number one choice asking for Chris? I've got to admit, BTL, that's still to this day one of the funniest things. It's honestly, even now I'll think about it and it just makes me laugh what Chris said that night. It was it was hilarious. I like chocolate chip cookies, especially the crunchy ones. Do you? Yeah. Who's that tosser? I don't know that tosser is you. It's you, APD. It was a good job. Join my honourable mentions, APD. Sorry, I'm too busy for YouTube groups. Oh yeah. Claire can't be a Sansa maniac. She's always crashing into me when I can't believe passes by races. Trying to go around with that incident. You're all scumbags in that game. John, it's not my fault you can't drive in a straight line. Hello, Mr. Reynolds. Nice to see you, buddy. Lovely to see you all, Luke. Claire, Can't be a Sagsomaniac because she hates Sags. Just watch her racing him on TJC's channel. Everyone's saying hello to Luke. So yeah, our APD made my honourable mention. Let's see who else made my honourable mention. I pity the people that don't like Connors number 4.
Awesome.
So yes, this is a little bit of a cheat. So, the reason I picked this one was because we all had the Galoob BA figures, but this isn't an official Mr. T figure. This was a custom I done, and but I just love the fact that I again have a modern version of Mr. T. Nobody's done an 18 line yet. I don't know why we haven't got one. We badly need one. Even in the 3 3/4 inch, I'd be happy to get a modern line. But yeah, so it was just that love of Mr. T. So again, I was only able to do it because G-Force was able to help me out, and because I used another body, I was able to keep the Mr. T figure and get boxing gloves for him. So now I have a Mr. T and a Clubber Lang, which is pretty cool. Look, a little bit of a cheat because it's not an official 6 inch or modern action figure.
Your collection, though. Actually, your 5 in your collection.
It's just being able to use the modern collection to modernize a figure that we absolutely love, because like the Galoob figures, they were terrible figures. That 5 inch scale didn't fit in with anything really. You couldn't really use them with your you were like, I mean, they were too small for Action Man, and they were too big for Star Wars or Action Force. So, but absolutely loved them. They were stunning. So again, my imagination looking at this figure here, where you couldn't articulate the arms, but didn't have a lot of movement. But as a kid and playing on the floor, that's I saw Mr. T and my imagination exploded. So
I agree. That's up there with Star Wars figures, with Joe figures.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
So Connor's Mr. T collection made it to honourable mentions. I mean, how freaking cool was that? And the fact that he customized one of them, took a G.I. Joe figure and made his own Mr. T. I just thought that was cool as anything. And I meant what I meant. I mean, it meant what I said. I'm sorry. Is I'd put them up there. The Galoob 80 ones, I'd definitely put them up with Star Wars. And most of us had them, didn't we? We loved those figures. So let's see what everybody else is saying. Bit like a certain Imperial Shuttle that was a giveaway. Everyone's saying, Lord, I pity the fool who I'll take to go for making bootleg team. It was funny though, because he said it's not really an official one, but that didn't matter on Shabby's, does it? It was in his top 5, and I just thought that was awesome. Just a Mr. T. To me though, my favourites were always the small ones, the 3 3/4 inch ones, like the Joe looking ones. I loved the 18 van that went with him in the 40. So it's funny, every time I go to Joe Fest, I always think I'll find him, and I never really do, or if I do, the price isn't right or whatever. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. I love those. I have a new custom BA I'm making for Connor. Do you? That's awesome of you. Is it a bootleg if no one else is making Mr. T figures though, John? That's a good point. Well, maybe. Jonathan, I only ever had the Galoob Hannibal on one of the baddies. I don't know. There was something about those figures. I absolutely loved them. Well, we've got 2 down from honorable mentions. Let's get to another one.
First off, I don't know if everybody knows about Starcom.
Yeah.
So I've got one little ship here to give you the idea of what Starcom is. Okay, this is one of the Starcom. What are they?
Is that the one that came in the big one, and there's 2 ones at the side?
Well, they can magnet to the big one.
That's right.
These were the shit. What the crap were they called? The little
ships. What the crap are they called?
The little ships are called something, and I don't remember what they're called. Parasites. This is the Parasite ship.
Right.
Now you can buy just this ship in a box, just this little ship, and it's the counterpoint to the Star Wolf for the good guys. But the difference with the Parasite, like you said, is it can magnet to a carrier ship that lets them have 2 of them.
Were they the same size as Mask, John? About 2 inch figures?
No, they're actually a little bit smaller. And the cool thing is there's a button right here, and the cockpit opens, and you can see the size of them. So they are a little bit smaller than Matt.
And
what's really cool about Starcom is there's all these wind-up features. So you see the wings opening up, and then the guns, they're a little bit sticky, but the guns pop out. And all you do to wind it back up is push the engine back in, close the weapons, and it's back in its native, form.
Oh, it cost you 500 quid for Hasbro to do that now, would it?
Yeah,
do you
right.
know what I mean?
But there's magnets on the bottom, there's magnets on the top. And what we're really talking about is I wanted to get you familiar with Starcom, because what I've got here, he can magnet right to the top of the ship.
Super cool.
Is,
Super cool.
The exclusive mail away only in Canada leader of the bad guys, the Dark Emperor, Emperor Dark. But this figure, I knew about him, and I spent 10 years searching for someone to sell me one. And when I finally did, I actually bought 2 off the guy because he had,
of course you did, John.
He had a loose one, and he had one still in the original mail-away baggie. So I was like, I'm sitting there going, which one do I get? Which one do I get? And then finally I went, shit, I'll just take both. So I can,
I'm so sorry.
You know what I mean? So,
I just thought, shit, I'll take both. He's a legend, isn't he? I love him. I love him to pieces. I just think he's so funny. Brilliant. I will have to share the Galoob A-Team catalogue photos on Instagram. Yeah, share them. Why not, Jesse? That'd be awesome. Nice to see you, Jesse. Nice to see you here, buddy. Wow. Jonathan said, did the vintage A-Team fan have the grey top like the real? No, it was all black, wasn't it? I'm sure it was all black. Remember, you took the lid off the top, didn't you? And then you put your fingers in there. Or was it just black and red? Yeah, it was just black and red, like it looked back in the day. I think I was the same as most people. I didn't realise it was grey until later on in life. I was like, it's grey on the top. I think I saw one at a convention or something, or a toy fair, it was parked outside. And I was like, grey? And then I realised, yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, it was just black and white. Yep, it was just black and white. Let's have a look. I wish I could pull my A-Team as I had the jet from the A-Team, which, as you know, is super expensive. I didn't even know about the jet till Scuba Pete got it. Scuba Pete showed it. And he had it in the box. And I was like, what the France is that? And he said, it's the jet. And I went, what jet? I didn't even know they had one. I remember having the van. I remember having like the battle armor van as well with a trailer on the back of it. That was pretty cool. But I never knew there was a jet until I saw Scoopers. So yeah. Who was that? That was you. That was royalty. Royalty at Shabby's. That's who that was. Super John is a legend. I love him. I absolutely love him. He's just one of... You know what? If you ever got anybody saying, "Oh, John's," you just be like, "No, not at all." He's one of meeting him in real life as well. He's just one of the friendliest, nicest blokes you could ever meet. Oh, John, he's brilliant. That can't have been Sags. There was no fish shucking on top of his head. Well, wait. I'm glad you said that. Wait till Tub Thumpers comes back. Don't say anything, John, if you're in the chat. But John's come up with something for Tub Thumpers. It's absolutely brilliant. Now I'm grey on the top. It's bollocks. I don't know. I won't know. I didn't go grey. I stayed blue. Yeah, stayed blue. Oh, brilliant. I was told in a comment on my channel that I have a voice like a deranged Kermit the Frog. I remember one of the first videos I made when we first met 6 years ago. I turned around and said, you can always tell when John's talking because every dog in the neighborhood comes over to your house and watches it with you. It's a bit high pitched, John, but you wouldn't have it any other way. I just love my little boy loves him. I think Colby, my little boy, is John's biggest fan. Absolutely adores him. The jet is also super fragile. Look at it wrong and it breaks. Really? Is it that? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I just once found the box with a wind and some missiles, and they wanted over 200 quid for it. Did they? 200 is how much they are. Wow. 200 quid. Right. Here's my last of my honourable mentions.
Yeah, I've decided to do my top 5 favorite TV shows, and then to supplement that, what toy lines came out with them, if any did, because some of them didn't. But
right.
My honourable mention is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I absolutely love this show. All of these shows I've picked are ones I watch on a rotating basis. I'll if I'm bored, I'll stick one of these on. I think it was 97 it started. I didn't really start watching it until about 2001. And it was back in, I think it was my first ever original binge watch. I watched like the first 5 seasons.
I don't think I've ever seen an episode of it, mate. I've never seen it.
Honestly, for its time, I mean, let's be honest. You watch it now, it does not stand up in terms of special effects and stuff, but the humor in it was brilliant. The characters in it were brilliantly written. I love the show so much. I mean, for its time, it was one of those first ever TV shows that sort of ditched the episode of the week format. Well, of course, it did have episodes of the week, but it had a storyline that ran through every season. So every episode would kind of, have an arc to the whole season, and then the arcs would build up over all the 7 seasons. So by the 7th season, you'd have an overarching.
Is that what it ran? 7 seasons, Buffy? Yeah.
7 seasons, yeah.
And is it? John says it was such an amazing show back in the day. Same with Angel. Did you watch it, Stu? Buffy? Did you?
No. I thought it was for girls.
Well. So yeah, Martin's was pretty cool, wasn't it? Because Martin chose TV shows, didn't he? Was it The Wire was in there, Deadwood was in there, The West Wing was in there, and obviously Buffy was in there. So I found that fascinating, and that's one of the things as we go through, like APD did with all these, his rock merchandise and his Lemmy and his Motorhead and that kind of thing. And you remember the drum skin? And it was between that or what Carla gave him to hit my top 5 tonight. But I picked the Carla one because I like the story. But some of the top 5s this year, like I said at the start of this stream, they're fascinating to me. I love all that. And it's funny as well, because I won't say any names. I will never embarrass anybody. But people behind the scenes were choosing stuff and thinking, do you think people would be invested? And I'm like, of course they will. And I think that's what it was this year. It wasn't all the same format, was it? You know what I mean? Everyone chose the top 5. And a lot of people chose things that was personal to him. So really, everyone read what was on the tin, really. Pick a top 5 that means something to you. And most of them did. So that's what Martin picked, which I thought was awesome. So honourable mentions was APD with the Whiskey and the Gnome, Connor with his Mr. T collection, which was awesome, John with his Starcom collection, and obviously R. Martin with his Buffy. So which one of those was your favourite out of the honourable mentions? While you're thinking, I'll get back to chat. Let's have a look what people are saying. Get a Kermit puppet, John, and make a parody videos on TikTok and rake in the cash. You'd love a show with a young athletic blonde lady. No idea why, Martin. Likes Buffy, not Nirvana. Strange lad, that one. Strange bloke, isn't he? He's a lovely bloke. Oh, let's have a look. Buffy was on Fridays on Sky One. I never watched an episode, never saw it. I like the way Stu said no, because I thought it was for girls. I didn't think that, you know what I mean? But no, I never got round to it. These comments coming up older videos is confusing me. Yeah, you're reading it now. Like I thought that when I was making the videos, I thought, but then again, it just adds. Look at it as adding to the stream, Des. Yeah, exactly. I'm with Martin on this one. Buffy was awesome. Nirvana, not so much. I don't say I dislike all like Nirvana. There's 1 or 2 songs I liked off them, but they weren't a big thing for me, to be honest. I missed that bit from Stu. I thought it was just for girls. Yeah, brilliant. Guess it's a USA thing. If I get another top 5, I'll need 2 days off. Cryptic, brilliant. Dario, you did a good job on Saturday, mate. Nice to see you break your on your debut, if you will. Nice to see you on the streams. Let's have a look. Loved watching this, but the DVDs loved watching it, but the DVDs was terrible. I had to press play 2 or 3 times for episodes. Did you? Wow. Dario Mil Mucker, I Biker Scout. So which ones were your favourites? Which ones did you like? Did you enjoy? I think I can't really say my favourites really. The Buffy I liked, the Starcom I liked, the Whiskey and the Gnomes, and and the what is it? And the Mr. T. I thought they were awesome. I thought there was a great top 5. So honourable mention. So yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. Right, let's have a look. What's next on our list? Oh well, we've done all that. Let's get to top 5. One of the things was hard for me as well was putting all these in order. So what I did was when I edited every video and put it up, I put it all in a list. And so how I did, I mean, I loved them all, to be honest. This is really not a favorite of mine, but I thought the ones that really got me, oh, wow, that's amazing. Like from number 1, number 2, number 3 and so forth. So that's how I came up with this list, if you will. That's a very tactful way of saying Nirvana were well overrated, Shabby. I don't know. Well, it didn't last long, that Guns, though, did it, Jono? He was like here one minute and gone the next. You know what I mean? It wasn't a long thing, was it? How long did it last? 2 or 3 years, if that. The Seattle sound, if you will. Do you know what I mean? Wasn't long at all. Anyway, let's get to number 5. We'll start with this bloke.
This bad boy here.
Oh
wow!
It's the sandworm from Beetlejuice from Necker. Obviously, it's got a jaw that opens and shuts.
Now that's awesome on I bet that looks cool on display.
It comes. I don't know if you've seen the Beetlejuice.
Went to the cinema to see it. It's funny that we're talking about horrors, but I loved Beetlejuice, and I like this one. I liked it.
When this scene comes on near the end, I'm sorry if I've spoilt it for anyone, but you see him like fashion up in a bull. What would you call that?
Bullfighter. Yeah,
Matador.
Yep.
Yeah,
Matador. That's what it is. Yeah.
So it's a brief. I think he's in it for a couple of seconds in that costume, and then I bought this as a 2-pack at the last Necker NEC Toy Fair. So yeah, I like that.
What did you think of it? What did you think of the second Beetlejuice?
I liked it. Yeah, I mean, there are things I didn't like about it, but I still enjoyed it. And Michael Keaton bossed it. He came in like you were Beetlejuice all over again.
You know what? It's weird. You wouldn't think there was 40 years between those movies when you looked at him, would you?
Right.
Yeah, no. Granted, he's full of makeup or whatever, but I just thought it was.
He just switched it straight on, and they were Beetlejuice again after all that time.
Yeah. So that's Necker that makes that as well, because obviously your theme is Necker.
It's weird. I mean, I do have quite a few Beetlejuice Necker figures, and they always do the head with slightly transparent hair, and I don't know why. Don't know why they do that.
So it's like it glows in the dark if you put a light behind it.
Yeah, but it's kind of see-through. I mean, you can't really tell. I don't know, but they've always done it. Even when I've got another one here. No, I haven't. It's downstairs, but I've got another one where it's not got the articulation again. And if it's an older figure, but they still have the transparent hair. And I never know why.
I will say one thing though, Necker's done a cracking job on those Beetlejuice. They always look good.
Yeah,
they really do look good.
Most of them now. I need a couple more, but it's like the Gremlins. If I see them, I'll pick them up eventually. But that's one of my favorites because it does look like Michael Keaton.
Yeah, that's cool.
How cool is that? DTM's Beetlejuice can't go wrong at all, can you? They're awesome, those Necker figures too. I've only got 1 or 2 Neckers. I haven't got that many of them. So when I see them, and I know our DTM's a big fan, and he gets the Gremlins one and the RoboCop ones and so forth. But those Beetlejuice were awesome, and I think as well we've just recently seen the second movie, so for him to show that, I knew exactly what they were, and I thought, oh, that's awesome, that's really cool. So yeah, DTM made it into my top 5. Let's have a look what people are saying. So you had to tap a finger 2 or 3 times, Jason. Hard life you had, mate. I can imagine. Oh. It was the right page, Jonathan. When other DVDs, you could just, you had to press it twice, John. What part of that don't you get? Even in Seattle, they fell off when they did in Utero. Yeah, it's. I know it wasn't a long thing, was it? Let's have a look. Saw Beetlejuice in the West End a month back. The amount of people in it, an awesome cosplay blew my mind. All younger fans in their 20s mainly. I really felt old in there. It's like what I said in that video, Coxie. We went to see it. I didn't tell my little boy he loved my first one, my little boy, but I thought this one might be a bit, and it was a bit, just a little bit too gory for him. But I enjoyed it. I thought, like I said, considering there was 40 years between those movies, I just thought they fit flawless. Is it as good as the first one? No, first one's the classic, innit? But I enjoyed it. Not bad at all. So did APD. Look, he enjoyed it. Beetlejuice. They must be planning a 3rd Beetlejuice movie. Want to get on with it. They're all getting on a bit now, aren't they? So I agree. Sags never said they were the best band ever, but can't allow them to be dismissed either. I'm the same way. If they're there, they're there. But I'm not. It's not as if I'm coming on playing Nirvana. If a song comes on, I'll probably know it. But they're just a band, weren't they? To me. What if it wasn't a cosplay? Imagine. No, this is how I usually dress. Oh, yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Yeah, that Beetlejuice stuff that DTM got, guys. It's really cool. I really like it. It may not have been cosplay, John, but you do get some freaks on the tube in London. Oh, but we used to surf near where we grew up in Seattle. His hometown was about 10 minutes from where we would go surfing. Right. Oh, okay. They always had a memorial up for him. Well, a lot of fans did like him, didn't they? They did like Nirvana. You know, for whatever we say, there's people out there that loved him, weren't they? Hard to vote anything Tim Burton does. Awesome looking style to that chap's movies. Yeah, I love him. Well, first one was Pee-wee's Big Adventure, wasn't it, Jono? That's the one you were thinking of, right? You're like, oh, no, I know why Shabby loves it. But yeah, I've always liked Tim Burton movies. Always. It definitely has a signature to it, doesn't it, Jono? Note for Stu and Georgie, do some Nirvana questions this Saturday night, because I don't bloody know any. Oh, I won't know what to tell you about Nirvana. Anyway, there is our DTM's number 5. We'll see who else is number 5. Oh, here's a number 5 for you.
Ooh. Number 2. You know what? I haven't looked at this for years, but I know it's my number 2, and I don't know how.
I wonder what he was going to show then, didn't you, Andrew, when he said that? Do you know what I mean? I thought, oh, hang on a minute.
Listen, maybe I seem to start off in you. Anyway, here you go. This is John Wayne.
No way.
This is from the 70s. This is like from a company called F&B. And like I don't know too much about them. Like I'll open it up, but I haven't really looked at this for quite a few years. But it comes with a hat, so he's got his cowboy hat. Beautiful. All these were attached, but over the years, he's come with his rifle as well.
I have never seen this ever.
Oh, he's actually still attached. So he's still got the plastic around his head. But this is John Wayne. Like as a kid, I loved John Wayne.
Yeah, I agree.
Film I could. So it's got some certificate there behind him, but I can't get it signed, obviously, by his estate, maybe. So it's got this American, was it Symbol of the West, the second of F&B's Legend series. So it obviously gives you a bit of a spiel about F&B and John Wayne, but I don't know when this came out, to be honest. I can't find any dates on the box or anything like that. But this is something I don't think I've ever shown on the channel before.
Super cool. Loved it.
I think they did Shirley Temple as well a little bit later, but it's not articulated that as far as I'm aware.
Is it porcelain?
No, it's plastic. It's plastic. Yeah. When I found that I could buy this, like eBay has opened up, obviously, in my eyes to John Wayne and what you can buy. But I saw this and I had to buy this. This is not something I've ever seen in Australia. It's just an eBay item. So
absolutely brilliant. I thought that was so cool when he pulled that out. I'd never you see, that's one of the other things too that I love about Top 5 is when people pull out stuff I didn't even know existed. And that was one of them. When he pulled that out, I thought, what the Francis? I'm not going to say if I've, a few of you have shown stuff on Top 5 where I've been in bed at night on eBay just checking out prices. Oh, I'll just see how much they are. So I just thought that was awesome. I just thought a John Wayne doll. How cool is that? He was right though, isn't he? In a way, I mean, I can't turn around and say I was like a diehard John Wayne fan, but I loved his movies growing up with all those, The Quiet Man and The Searchers and that kind of thing. I just thought that was awesome. Just old school 70s doll like that, John Wayne doll. I thought that was. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. It totally wasn't Batman 89. No, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, definitely. Although I've got my hair in a 65 Batman. He'll never live that down, will he, G-Force? Never live that down. Moved to Seattle in 2001. We accidentally met Lane and then he passed. Like the city lost a lot of homegrown rock stars back in a few years' time. Oh, right, okay. Eddie Vedder is the last of the alternative singers left, right? I missed this episode. My dad absolutely loved John Wayne. He would wake up early in the morning and watch one of his films before we all got up. I love, PGM, Treasures for Trigger, Zazel, they Keep on Collecting lads, the Two Barbarians. They're all dead nice guys. But like I say, when it comes to doing streams and so forth with them, it's a bit of a nightmare with it, with all the time zones and so forth. So that one of you missed it probably is because that wasn't a Monday night one. That was a Saturday night one that we did. So we did it about, I think, 5 o'clock or something, 10 o'clock my time for them to get up on a Sunday morning and do it. But they were awesome, Matt and Andrew. I've always been a big fan of Keep on Collecting. I think that's why Stu's changed his, hasn't he? He's doing his at 5 o'clock for me now, 10 o'clock for you lot, just to fit him in. And it's nice because I've yet to have someone from that part of the world come on and never liked. I like them all, really. And Matt and Andrew are brilliant. They're lovely lads. And as you know yourself, VTR, you know, you and Luke do a lot of streams with him, don't you? But again, that's 5 o'clock in the morning for me. So I do watch him. And but I watch him later on. I'm not getting. I mean, I like if VTR, but not not 5 o'clock in the morning. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, they're just lovely blokes. So yeah, so that they were on, and yeah, I think a lot of people did miss out on that one because it was a Saturday night. It wasn't a Monday night, but they were good lads. Apart from Dave Grohl, who went on to be the drummer of one of the greatest badass rock band stars of all time, G-Force. Oh, brilliant. Keenan Bull says those John Wayne figures were made in 81. They also did one of John Wayne in a blue soldier uniform. Did they? So there was a couple of them, because I know he says in the video, doesn't he, that they made a Shirley Temple one, but no, I never saw it. So yeah, awesome. Our Tess says, why is school toilet paper preferred to as John Wayne? Because it's rough, tough, and won't take shit off anyone. Thanks for that, Tess. He doesn't say much, Tess, but what he does. There's always catch up. Exactly right. That's one of the nicest things too about it, because you know I still get likes now on Tub Thumpers we made 2 years ago. So I think, you know, I don't exactly help with the algorithm, do I, with the amount of music and the amount of you all know I send it you every. It's like I'm proud of every time I get bollocked off YouTube. I send it all you like, oh look, I'm parding Timbuktu or whatever. But I think when people do that, you know, I still get likes on a couple of old videos and so forth. So, and it's all down to you lot, innit? You know, you like watching it, and if you spread the word and other people watch it, I think they'll end up liking Shabby's. John Wayne did the voice of the Garindin in Star Wars at Docking Bay 94. Did he? No, he. What that? Shut up, pal, shut up. There's not many John Wayne jokes, but that's one of them. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so anyway, he showed that. Let's see what this bloke showed. Another number 5.
The Amiga 500.
Yeah, that's cool.
So like I say, I got that, and it all still works.
Is it as big as what I remember? Because it was a flat thing, wasn't it? It was very flat.
Yeah, I got it here. That's it. I've even got my Commodore mouse mat. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, so I've still got it all in the box and kit and everything. So this is the Amiga 500.
Yeah, look at the size of it. I remember you put the discs in the side, didn't you?
Yeah. 3.5 inch floppy disk.
Yeah, because that's like twice the size of a Commodore, isn't it? Really.
64. It's bigger than the 64. Yeah. But yeah, that was a hell of a lot ahead of its time. But Commodore, because they kept making silly mistakes, they released a big one which was for business, and then that was the Amiga 1000. But then this one, the Amiga 500, was basically guy came in who they employed, who then said, "Well, we need to diversify this, do a business one and a home one."
Yeah.
So then that's when they come up with the 0.5 meg Amiga 500, hence the name 500, because that's 500.
That's where the 500 comes from.
But that one, what I got, it's got a little switch on it, and that had you got a
at the front. I just noticed that little switch.
Yeah. So the little switch that is basically there because underneath what they call the trapdoor, you open the little trapdoor, and that's the expansion slot. So it's got a 0.5 meg extra memory upgrade in the bottom of it, and that wire that comes out. Certain games would not accept the 0.5 meg upgrade, so you had to switch it off and keep it 0.5 meg for certain games. But other bigger games, what needed the extra memory, you switched it on, then that would actually detect it and say, "Oh, the extra memory detected," and it's got a meg of RAM. Which on today's standards, you sit there thinking, a meg of RAM, what you know? But
you see what you learn at Shabby's? They're all sat there going, "No way!" Do you know what I mean? That's awesome. How much knowledge did he have over them? I could have, honestly, because I'm not really a computer guy, as you know. I mean, I play TJCs. But that's just the PlayStation on the Sunday. But I'm not one to know the history of Amiga and Atari and all that. And he was superb that night, TJC. I could have listened to him for hours. Do you know what I mean? It's funny. You can always tell as well when you look at your chat, and your chat's like 40, 45 people, and not a lot of people are talking, especially when someone's saying about something. You know up here, and people are interested. And I think TJC did a great job with that. You know, he showed quite a few stuff, didn't he? His Commodores and but Amiga, that was the one for me. He showed a Sega Dreamcast and explained what happened with the Sega Dreamcast and so forth. But that Amiga, man, it's like I say, Lemmings, I remember, and Sensible Soccer, that kind of thing. I loved the Amiga. And it's like I said, if you watch that live stream, I didn't even realize Commodore made that. I had no idea at all until one of them said it. And then And obviously it's on the front of the console, and it Commodore, you know. But I just thought he was fascinating with that. I really did. He really did know his stuff. Let's have a look. The Amiga was an awesome pick. It was though, wasn't it, Jono? And it, you know, it's funny because obviously I don't have one. I've not seen one in years, and I just always remember it being big. It was like a big flat desk-looking thing, wasn't it? And then when he pulled it out, it's exactly what I thought it was. You know what I mean? This huge. Was it the biggest one? I think it was, wasn't it? But it was flat. I remember that. It's like a tray. Boo! Coming up. Brilliant. Is it as big as I remember it? Shabby's quote of season 3 and 2 and 1 until the yeah, I sort of mean Coxie. I loved it too. He loved this episode. TJC doing stuff. He was dead interesting, and I think that's one of the things. I can't talk for you shabby geekers, but for me, I love learning. I love sitting here, and even though you know it's hard because I can't shut the fans up, but I do listen. I do sit there and think, wow, you know, the passion comes through it. Have you noticed this? Well, it's like the way Martin was talking about Buffy. The passion comes through. So I think that's what sells you as well, wasn't it? You know, regardless of the topic they're talking about. When one of your pals is talking about something, you see the passion come out of it and the history come out of him. You're like, yeah, this is awesome. Terry knows how they work, Kev. You just can't play. Can someone wake me up on that as I look like I was asleep? No, you weren't asleep. Terry, you should really do some videos on those older systems, mate. Your knowledge on the matter is top tier. Yeah, it really is. It does a really good job. And here he is. John, hopefully we'll be doing a full restoration of the A500 at some point, recapping, etc. Wow, okay. First computer I remember using was a Commodore SX64. And SX, I never heard of Commodore 6. Was like an upgrade version of Summit GeForce. The Atari ST was also the same size. Was it? Was that like the one with the wooden bits on it and so forth, the wooden paneling? Was that an Atari ST? No, it was the same size as I'd love to see one now. I'd love to see one physically to see if it's as big as what I thought it'd be. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, good old TJC. It was awesome. One more in my top 5. Let's have a look at it.
Well, I think there's probably no surprises what this one might be. But because of what we were just talking about, what I'm going to show to symbolize it, and I've got something, is the Star Wars beer can. Because there's literally everything that you could possibly get. I mean, this is one of the reasons why Star Wars is number 1 on my list, is because there's I'm sitting on a Star Wars cushion. I've got Star Wars records.
Awesome.
There's obviously the videos, the films, which we can't forget about there. There's graphic novels. There's the annuals.
Yeah, the annuals.
The sticker albums.
Yeah.
That goes with it. And then of course we go into the figures. This is just something I picked up out of the bin. It's a Black Series figure.
Very good.
Obviously the vintage collection, sort of like, it's my favorite figure ever.
Yeah.
And then even down to sort of like a pencil top holder. It's like sort of Gamorrean Guard Russian dolls.
Gamorrean Guard Russian dolls. So there's our good old pal showing his Star Wars merchandise. Infectious, isn't he, Delvian? He just you love Delvian to pieces, don't you? And again, you know, going through his merchandise, his Star Wars cushion, his annuals, his beautiful Black Series, which he absolutely adores, you know. It was just awesome to see him. It really was. Let's have a look. Always found it mad how Atari was so big back in the day and then almost vanished overnight. Just goes to show what happens behind the scenes, doesn't it, pal, to tell you the truth? My mate collects Amigas and Atari sets. Does he? Nice one, George. Also known as the Executive G64 GeForce. Basically a portable Commodore 64 with built-in carts and floppy drive. Oh, so it's a bit of an upgrade one then. So I was right. There you are. I was right. The SX64 was a block with a handle and you could pull the keyboard off and expose the floppy drive in a 5-inch screen. Very posh. Atari's back, Jonathan, and making money. Oh, they are. Maybe we'll have to do another one, just all on tech one night. Do you know what I mean? I find it interesting. Top pick Delvian and Shabby because it's Star Wars. Yeah. So let's have a look. Who was in my number 5s were DTM and his Beetlejuice collection, his NECA Beetlejuice. We had Matt with his John Wayne doll, which was awesome. With TJC with his Amiga and Delvian with his Star Wars merchandise. So number 5 was all right, wasn't it? They did pretty good. We got an Atari 2600 to share. It started a bloodbath. We all fought over it so much that even taking it away didn't work because we fought over it. We would take it away. Brilliant. Eventually, she sold it back by, here, have another one. Oh, brilliant. What do they have coming out, VTR? That must be for the Ataris, yeah. Anne-Marie says, FMB have a whole range of dolls. I have a couple of Brenda Star Reporter dolls by FMB and a few other of their Christmas ones, but I never knew they did a John Wayne range. No, neither did I. Not a clue. How cool was that doll, Mum? It was awesome, wasn't it? Never even heard of it until now. G4 sounds cool. Des, Delvian and Stu could do a Because It's Star Wars live stream. Hang on, maybe not, Stu. Too soon, Kieran, too soon. Oh, brilliant. Well, there's number 5s. Let's get to number 4s. I can't really say this is where we get to the good stuff because on tonight's stream, it's all good stuff. I mean, I've loved every one of them. And I really enjoyed it, because you thought, it's going to be a bit of a bore like this, going through all these videos. And no, I like watching them back. And my little boy likes watching them with me. So we sat there and we watched them. And, I had a pen and a piece of paper. So every time, the list came out, I'd write down the list and then I'd say to myself, "Ooh, that one's my favorite. That one's my favorite. That one's my." So, like I said, you'll probably have a different list to me when it comes to watching top 5. But these are my favorites of everyone that was on it on season 3. I just thought they were fantastic. But anyway, is number 1 of number 4. So look at this beautiful picture. He was so sad. I remember that she wrote a book called The Princess Diarist, and I bought it, and it came out 2 days after she died.
Yeah,
after she died, and I remember reading that book in bed, and it meant so much more to me reading that because of what happened. Then you know what I mean. If I just got it, but this woman,
this was 2015, so we'd met her at Olympia. No, it wasn't Olympia, it was Earl's Court, so it was a London Film and Comic Con, so we met her there. And Georgie, again, bless her, bought me this photo opportunity for my birthday, and so we got the signature. And then it's funny because in 2016 at Celebration, Georgie then got to meet Carrie Fisher as well, which I'm absolutely delighted for. But so when you go in for these photo ops and stuff like that, you don't know how they're going to be. So I just stood there and she just came straight in, arms around us, like grabbed my jumper and just gave us a big hug. And my thought is, fuck me, I'm hugging Princess Leia.
You know what a great way to say it. Yeah, exactly
just
right.
Mad. And I she's aged, but who cares? She was just an absolute iconic woman. And even when we get in the autograph, she was going, look, just shush. I'm writing, and this is very, very important. So she put Stuart and Georgie, the Han and Leia of Surrey, and I thought that is so sweet.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Just absolute nutcase of a woman. She had Gary the dog there as well, and then obviously we saw her again in 2016. So to see her in back-to-back years was pretty cool.
Awesome woman though, wasn't she? Let's be honest. I mean, naming one of us that doesn't like Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia. It's funny. I'm personally, I don't get intimidated by people. You meet people, you're a bit. I don't. But I think with her, I probably would. Do you know what I mean? Because of her, she was cocky, wasn't she? She was brassy, sassy, wasn't she, Carrie Fisher? And I bet it was awesome to be. And I love that story, the way Stu tells it. And I love the way he adds to the fact that Georgie got it for him, set it up for him and so forth. I thought that's a really nice thing to do. But yeah, Carrie Fisher is awesome. I've only got a couple of autographs. I don't, and I know there's a lot of you out there that have got loads of autographs. Do you know what I mean? But things like that, I just think about. It's a lovely story, isn't it? The story's brilliant. Let's have a look. They've redone the 2600, 7800 joysticks, etc., and in television, as well as re-release classic games. Oh, so they've done that upgrade like they've done with the Nintendos and the Spectrums and stuff like that, haven't they? Let's have a look. Super Awesome's got some mail. It's another Barbie, isn't it? Oh, brilliant. Hi, Rob. Nice to see you, buddy. It's good to see you here. Let's see what else is being said. I've put the pic in the Instagram, John. I would love to one, but they're a bit pricey. Right. I didn't recognize Steve with his eyebrows. Stu with his eyebrows. Brilliant. How did Stu get away passing off a picture of Jason Statham meeting Carrie Fisher as his own? Oh, brilliant. That's all right. That's a good, saying he looks a bit like Jason. I think he'd be happy with that. It's the wrinkle-free forehead that confused me, Des. Brilliant. So totally different than Mel and Brad. Yeah, Mel and Brad, yeah. When Brad met Mel Gibson, brilliant. Was Carrie standing in a hole? She was a cutie, wasn't she, Carrie Fisher? She really was. Look at that. She was standing on George's shoulders. You froze when you met Jem. Well, first time, but now it's real love, innit? It's 4th year now, do you know what I mean? It's we're past the honeymoon period, if you will, G-Force. So yeah, there was Stu, and he was at number 4. I just love that story. Here's another one at number 4. What Robotech, but they're like dull Robotechs, Jace.
Yeah,
they was actually given to me as a gift from my brother. Right. But it's a show that I remember watching as a kid, and I didn't know till I actually watched Retro Blasting that it wasn't actually called Robotech. It was called something else.
What was it called?
I can't tell you the name it was called. It's
right.
But it was called where it was like Robotech, then the Robotech 2 and something else.
Man was Battle of the Planet.
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
Battle of the Planets, yeah.
Yeah. Microcross. Jonathan just put in the thing.
Macross, yeah.
Okay.
I destroyed it, and until it was explained why film, each different TV series was actually different, because it wasn't even the same universe. It wasn't even the same show. Are
these Action Man size, Jay?
Yeah, they are. They're literally 12-inch. They only made 4 of them, and that was it.
What year are these, Jason?
I think they're 80s, and they are Japanese imports.
I love the names. Rick Hunter, Dana Sterling, Lynn Min May, and Lisa Hayes. They just look Hayes. They look really.
Because if you see, you actually see the Transformer type of vehicle there.
Right.
That's the original. Yeah, that's the original one that Transformers nicked. That is actually the original one.
Hasbro licensed that, recolored it for the Jetfire figure. So Jetfire is basically that.
Mm-hmm. And the early ones do actually have US spacey on some of them.
Yeah,
they're absolutely superb. I see. You're the same as me. I don't care if people take the piss out of Shabby getting a couple of Barbies, and I've always appreciated dull artwork. Do you know what I mean? Like the gems, and the Monster High.
Shabby. What
I'm saying is, though, I just think they look cool. In a box.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as if I'm opening them, combing their hairs or whatever. But you feel the same way as me. Then you just like the aesthetic of having a nice boxed art. I got
to admit, looking at some of their hair in there, I think they're slowly going. So blimey, some wicked hairdos in there. I think I need some hair.
How cool were they? I've got to admit. And the funniest thing is, last week, I think I said this on ZSL last week. Anne-Marie, my mum had messaged me, and she found me one of those. She found me one. Said, I've got you one of these. And I thought, that's it. I just, like I said, I know you're going to take the piss, Shabby, these dolls or whatever. It's nice to see the same thing. I just thought they were cool. I just, they looked for the time that they were. I don't know whether they're really, 80s, 80s or 90s, whatever. I just thought they looked dead cool. All look the set of, like I say, the names, Lisa Hayes and all that sort of stuff. It was nice having Jason, because I think Jason collects what he showed on his top 5. No one else showed on those anime figures and the dolls and that kind of thing. And I just thought they looked really cool what he had. I just thought that was awesome, to be honest. Let's see what people are saying. Sales of Robotech dolls went crazy after Jason's. They were cool though. And it's like I said, for Amber to find one for me as well. I thought that's awesome. I'd pick up the set of them, and I've never even seen a Robotech. But it's like I say, sometimes we're all, the majority of us are all toy collectors in here. So sometimes you just see something, don't you? Think, oh, that'll look awesome on display, or have a look at that and so forth, and try and get older on. So yeah, I thought they were dead cool. OG Jetfire, yeah. So I didn't even know that. until Jason and TJC had picked that up. Oh yeah, there's also that, the jet fight, the original jet fight, if you will. Great double-decker joke there by JT. Yeah, so that brilliant. Yeah, there are some rare Robotech toys that were a lot of money. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't, I see Robotech and I know I've heard about it and stuff, but I have absolutely no knowledge of it at all. These Robotechs are absolutely amazing. One of my favorites on all top fives. Really should add some of those. See, this is what I mean. And it's like going back to what I said. Some people go, I don't think I should show that, whatever. And then you show it and everyone's like, oh man, that's awesome. I just thought they were super cool. I have so much of the 3.75 Robotech, but would love some of those 12 inches. Wow, okay. Same with the new stuff, chasing like Voltron Robotech stuff is crazy money. Is it? Is it expensive? Wow, okay. Didn't know that. Let's have a look. If I had to pick two, Rick and Min-May. You mean Lisa Min-May? Shabby like he knows. Hi, Ian. Nice to see you, pal. Good old Mudhorns here. So, yeah, awesome what Jason showed. Absolutely love it. Should we see another one? Oh, let's watch this bad boy. Number 4.
But again, it's the story behind him. So a few years ago, it's probably about 4 years ago now, I was talking to the lovely Andy Lemire. One evening we were
He's
talking.
all right, isn't he, Rob? He's okay.
Oh, he's all right.
He's
okay.
okay. He's all right.
We were messaging back and forth, and he'd messaged me out of the blue, and he's Luke, I'm at this store. He told me where it was. I'm at this store, and they've got loads of mass stuff, and I'm thinking about picking this Rhino up, and it's got the box, it's got this, it's got that. It's complete, and this is the price he wants for it. Is it a good price? So we're having a bit of a back and forth, and it's like, I don't know if there's any movement. I think this is a good. And I was like, yeah, actually, that's not a bad price. But anyway, we're chatting away, and he says, no, I don't think I'm going to bother. But do you want me to pick it up for you? And I was like, no. I said, look, it's right. I think we were maybe in November or something like that. I said, it's too close to Christmas. I can't start, dropping however much money on it. I've got to focus on Christmas. So look, thank you, mate, but yeah, I'll have to pass. And we carried on chatting for a little bit longer, and so I don't know if this was a ruse to see where I was and get me off the scent or what, but and then a parcel turned up at Christmas, and I opened it up, and here we have.
That's awesome.
Very, very nice. And to this day, I've never seen a better Rhino in better condition than this. And obviously, there was a lovely note from Andy saying, I got it for you anyway. And the chrome is exceptional. Everything works on it. And I don't know if I've ever had or seen a better.
It looks brand new, doesn't it? Looks brand new.
Yeah, that looks good.
I mean, I don't know if you can just see the boxes.
Hang on, let me make it big right there.
Just
there it is.
Yep. I mean, it's just. I mean, it's the flagship vehicle, really.
It's beautiful.
I mean, the chrome. Look, there's just no marks on it, and every sticker is untouched. And yeah, so obviously, a nice little note from Andy. And I don't actually know if he intended to buy it for himself at first, and then he had a change of heart, or if it was all feeling me out to see if I had one or.
All I'll say is it was always for you.
That's what I would. Yeah,
you know what I mean. It was a lovely thing, that one. And Andy Lemire, I mean, he's a close friend of mine, Andy, and I don't know, he always puts a smile on my face. And I think the majority of us here, everyone's got something of Andy. I remember him saying to me years ago, he'll be happy when he puts something in everybody's collection. And he's basically, you know what I mean? He's more than halfway there, isn't he? He's just a lovely bloke. And I remember that whole story before Luke even knew about it. I remember him messaging and saying, oh, do you think Luke would like this? And I thought, would he like it? I think he'd like it, yeah. But having Reynolds on is always a treat, isn't it? For any live stream Reynolds is on, it's always nice to see him. And like I said, I've started to get into masks myself, haven't I? We did that mask stream last week, and fascinated by it. I love it. So yeah, that was that. Him telling that story about how Andy got him that mask Rhino. I just thought that's awesome. Talking the best part of 500 quid a pop, Shabby. Those are awesome figures, but man, do you pay for it? Wow, are they that expensive? And still not as expensive. It's like, oh yeah. Since then, now done a mass live. I enjoyed the mass live stream. It was good. You know what I mean? The lads that came on, and again, I just sat there most of the time and just listened to what they were saying, because the lads, I made sure that I picked lads that know this hobby. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what you have to do as a streamer, really. You know, when you're talking about a specific toy or a pop culture line, you want to get the lads on, don't you, that know this stuff. And Reynolds definitely knows his stuff, doesn't he? You know, Berry came on, and Super Awesome came on, Monkey Boy came on. It was brilliant. And like I said, they must have had an upkeep in their their mask videos about a week before, because I was watching them. I was going to bed and just up till 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, putting my feet out of bed, just watching them, having a glass of water, watching all their masks videos. It was brilliant. Yeah, my Yoda collection is very thankful of Andy. Every time he comes across some weird Yoda, he always. And that's one thing I'll say about Mr. Lemire. He's always thinking of people, always, you know, and he's just like that, and he's just a nice bloke when it comes to buying gifts. And he always gets stuff you want as well, or stuff that, you know, without anyone asking or anyone hinting. It's like he listens to people, and he knows it. And so to give him that was awesome. Andy's a legend. He sent me a Dagobah PlayStation and insisted on no payment to the guys at Tube. He's lovely. Wait till you meet me in real life. I'm very close to him. He's a lovely bloke. He's our Andy. Yeah, I agree, Shabby. Any live stream with Luke, I'll collect anything Reynolds. He's always great. He did the same as me, though, didn't he? When he first started, he was just mainly purely Star Wars. And then you realise, don't you, there's other things out there, and there's things that you want. And I think, again, the way I work it out is that we always turn around and say we were born in the greatest age for toys, you know, and grew up with it, which was the 80s. But also now, I think, you know, even though not many people are collecting except for us lot, really, their IPs are all the same. You can still get your Transformers and your Mask and your Star Wars and you know, your Masters of the Universe. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm still waiting on that cell bar. Cell bar, are you? Yeah, Andy can be mean. Andy's not mean. Brilliant. So we got one more to show in the top 4. Here it is. That's one of my favourite Empire Strikes Back posters. That poster.
This is, again, I do have this on the wall in the house. I had a look at quite a few different posters, and so there are 2 Empire ones that for me are sort of stand out way and above. And I had no idea this poster. The first time I saw this was at university. We used to have they'd have poster sales, so they just the sports gym would be full of posters, you know, of anything you could think of at the time. So at the time, there were Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, all, you know. So I had all of the characters on the wall, and they'd have all the different Star Wars ones, and Empire and Jedi at the time, and you know, lots of other science fiction stuff. And we were looking at them, and the one that I've always had was the snow one, where you've got Han and
Vader's
Leia.
dead tall above them all and all that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they had this one, and Sarah and I were together by now, and she wanted a Star Wars poster, and she picked this one. And I thought, and I was like, I'd never seen it before. It said Japanese artist that did this one. But I was thinking about, again, is it so being introduced to this in the what would be mid-90s, there was no internet, or it was just starting. So the only time you ever saw these was if, you know, either in a book, or you happen to go to sort of these, you know, these fairs and things where you would see. Yeah, that's right. Yes, it's the Australian. So it was a Japanese artist, but they took the picture, and this was the poster they used to advertise it in Australia. But I just love that imagery. I think it's fantastic. It's got all the scenes that you would want in that movie.
And it sets that mood because it is a darker tone, Empire, and that being a darker picture.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got the bounty hunters, awesome. You've got the AT-AT, you've got Bespin, you've got the Falcon, you've got Vader, you've got the Hoth troopers. No, I just love that.
Just when you think you've seen every Star Wars poster too, you know what I mean? And then Darren comes along and shows you that. Some of the poster guys, I mean, we've got a few poster guys. Andy, who we've just been talking about, Palps, do you know what I mean? And Darren loves his poster. And the way his wife picked it out for him, too, Sarah picked that for him. I just thought that's awesome. I thought that's a really cool look. Do you know what I mean? So let's have a look what people are saying. Yeah. Lukey's Dangerous Watch. I ended up with 2 retro trainers and a Rambo knife for watching him. That's a good point. Yeah, but a lot of people don't know that Reynolds also has a great sneaker or trainer collection. He's awesome. And I remember telling him it was always the trainers he loved as kids, and he made sure he got them. And yeah, that was brilliant. I think we should do a thing on his trainers. I think they're really cool. Hi, JT. Up the toffee, sunshine. How are you, buddy? Action Popcast is back. Hi, Andy. Just been talking about you. I just joined in CG Force's comment first thing. Yeah, oh yeah, we were talking about you, pal. Saying horrible stuff. No, we weren't at all. G-Force is just bad because Shabby said Nirvana were overrated earlier. So JT saying hello to everybody. They used to cover for the 90s widescreen. They used that cover for the 90s widescreen version, did they? Is that what they could use, that one? Yeah, and I'd never seen it. And if I had, I couldn't remember it. So when Darren showed that, I thought, wow, that's awesome. Yeah, everyone was saying hello to Andy. So my number 4s were Stu and Carrie Fisher's autograph, or meeting her, the picture. Jason and his Robotech dolls, which I thought was really, really cool. And then obviously I found out that jet was Jetfire, the original one. Darren and his Empire Strikes Back poster, which was awesome. And Luke and the Masked Rhino. So, yeah, that's what I picked for number 4. Up the toughest. Andy Cosby gained 66% of his Joe Fest songs. Just be thankful it's not 67. Look at it that way, G-Force. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get to number 3s. Oh, 3, 2, 1 that we've got left, and these were hard to put in order. These were, do you know what I mean? Because as I've written them all down and I've wrote everyone's toys and what they have, and you know, and everything else that they're showing, these top 3 were hard for me because I'm like, where do I put them and so forth? So I had a really good think about it last night, and I came up with the 3 segments that I've chose basically. Let's have a look what people are saying. Brilliant. You know what? You open the pool, G-Force, and they all dive straight in. Do you know what I mean? Oh, absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Anyway, let's get to our number 3s. The first choice for my number 3 is this one.
Okay, this number 5, I think Luke is going to enjoy this one, I think. And I would love input that he has because I think this is in his wheelhouse. So this is I'm going to show Series 1. I believe they're 86 or 85, but...
Look at the condition as well, Rob. Condition's awesome on
So
it.
this one is, this one's the orange. So Matt or Luke, I said Matt, but Luke, I'm trying to make his eyes light up. But I grabbed the wrong. See, can you see him?
Yeah, sure can. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the orange one. I also want to get the red one. So I don't know if you know Shabby, but they have different variants where you can get he'll have a red claw and a red hair.
Darker hair as well, yeah.
Well, yeah. Was it I like an orange or something? There was the 2 versions. I never knew that.
That's one figure I'm missing, Rob. The young Tigra. Yeah.
So I had the young one and the old one. So and with Tigra, you got Wily Cat. Yeah.
Really
So
good. Yeah, I love that figure. It's a great figure. You can't get it. It's very difficult to get in the UK.
So I had this Snarf. So this one's called, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Luke, but this is the companion. So there was a smaller one that came with Lino, and then there was a mutt. What was the mutt called? The dog?
Marmot.
Yeah.
With Mumra.
Yeah, Marmot. Yeah, he came with Mara or Mamra. Yeah, but then they came out with the companion one, which are a little bit bigger and more articulated, like this one is. So the Mutt Ra, over here, they're just ridiculous to find. So hard to find. Now, this one's probably my favorite out of the Thundercats. So, yeah, this is the one. I didn't have very many Thundercats, but I had Lino and I had Panther. So.
That's a good one. Love the eyes lighting up. It's just so good.
I know. It's so cool.
Yeah, man.
Now he came with 2 daggers. This one came with 1, so I still need to pick up. That's something I'll be looking for at Joe Fest. I don't have the black and red handle sword. So they came out with in Series 1. Shabby was 4 good guys, and then they had 4 bad guys. So they had Mamra, and then they had Slice.
Yeah, I remember.
I have is this Jackal?
Man,
yeah,
he's good.
He's good too. Thundercats will be my number 5. I'm really liking them a lot. I picked up got a few from Jeff Barker, and then from there on, I was like, man, I want to get more.
It's funny, isn't it? So in Rob's top 5, that was his number 5, but in Shabby's it's my number 3. Do you know what I mean? So it's all subjective, isn't it? It's like what hits you the most. And it's funny because I hadn't thought about Thundercats for ages. Up there, there's the mail away Mumra I found in a flea market, and it cost me about $8. And then I bought the staff. I think Jeff Bark had the staff, so I got the staff off Jeff. But apart from that, Masters Universe, the Origins, they were putting out the crossovers with Thundercats, and then Rob sent me a Mumra and he sent me a Panther, and I thought, oh, here we go again. Do you know what I mean? Here we go again, collecting a bloody another line. So, but no, Thundercats were awesome, and it was great the way Rob's passion of it came through, and he's really enjoying, you know. And it's funny, innit? Because I forgot about the you know, you had that thing, it went on your finger, didn't it? The light up thing. You remember there was that slit that you put your finger through, and you put it in the back, didn't you? And like the eyes light up. And the fact that they still work on Rob's and the condition of the ones that Rob had, I thought, wow, they were awesome. So did any of you collect Thundercats, or are you still collecting them? It was a good line when it was a niche line, but it was a definitely good one. Let's have a look. Snarf is a cat creature. Yeah, I think so. He's got Snarf. I remember it in there. Because apparently, I forgot about this. Lionel was only meant to be a kid, wasn't he? He was like, was he a teenager or something? But obviously a man cat, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, Snarf is a cat-like creature. So weird that the Thundercats had a pet cat. I know. I'm not saying Luke collects everything, but if they brought out Last of the Summer Wine figures, Luke would have a Norman Batty figure by tea time. Bless him. Good old Luke, man. 65, no. It was a meta take on the status quo of life of household felines. JT, brilliant. Yes, I can see Luke with the 3 old geezers. Watch when he's on ZSR. That was the last time he was. There you go. Great minds, Jonathan. Great minds. That was the last time he was on it. Jax has my childhood Thundercats toys. Proper beatings, but great. They seen them still played with. Yeah, that's the best thing in it, when they're still played with and so forth. Although my kids don't come in here. Do you know what I mean? I don't let them touch you'd let them touch your vintage stuff, but I don't think my kids are that bothered. That's why I did the Motor Origins with our Lucy at the start, because I thought, brilliant. This gives me an opportunity to just share something with my kids. And at the start, 5 years ago, when they started to come out, 6 years ago now, she was buying them and she was getting into them and all, but obviously teenager, and it took off, and then Kobe went into his own thing. So no, my kids barely come in here now, but for your little lad to play with them, I think that's absolutely brilliant. I think that's awesome. But yeah, Thundercats I thought was really cool. Here's another one in the number 3s.
So we've moved on now from the two-tone era. Still love it, but this is, for me, best album ever.
Oh, I think I got this. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Love it.
So the gatefold version.
Yeah.
And the traditional version.
You know, my mum, Anne Marie, she's bringing them over for me, those albums. So, yeah.
So, and then all the 12 inches from Sally Cinnamon. She Bangs the Drums.
Oh.
Elephant Stone. Waterfall.
That's one of my favourites. The way John Squire did that with the British flag, it's just brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant. Oh,
I want to be adored. Both versions. Fool's Gold. Both versions, and this one, I love this one. What can you think the vinyl is?
It's got to be green, hasn't it?
It's got to be gold, isn't it?
Okay.
Wow.
What a collection, mate! What a collection!
And then just for JT,
green.
So just.
Were you a Roses fan, Georgie? Were you a Roses fan?
No.
Oh, I'd loved it. Love it. Even now, it's one of those you just stick it on the stone.
Play me some stuff, and I go, oh yeah, I'm one of those. I told you, I'm absolute rubbish at music.
Yeah, there's a song named after your husband, Georgie. Bye Bye Batman. You know what I mean? Your husband's got his own Roses song, you know. Funny that, isn't it? Because you would have assumed when Des came on, our Des, he'd have showed his Star Wars and all that. But no, it was all albums, wasn't it? So showed all the albums he collected. And it's funny as well, because I don't want to give it away, but if you watch him on Stu's pop quiz on Saturday, you can see he's very music orientated, our Des. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, all those Stone Roses, that took me way back. And it's funny because obviously that was, excuse me, before my mum had come over, and she brought me the Stone Roses album. So I just thought that was super cool. So yeah, massive fan of the Roses. And to see Des, and you know, he's got "I Want to Be Adored" on his t-shirt. He's just our Des, man. Just, you can't help but smile every time you think about Des, can you? Got the second coming on my turntables. You see, there you go. Des LPs were brilliant. Yeah, some of the Scar ones he was showing as well, and but the Roses ones, I mean, it hit me hard, that, because like I say, growing up in the North, you know, the Roses, Mondays, you know, that kind of thing. The Smith, it was like religion to us, wasn't it, up there? So when I saw Des had picked up all them, and I remember doing it once. I got in trouble on YouTube, obviously, for playing. I played "I Am the Resurrection" for ZSR, because when I found out Des was a big Rose fan, I thought, a Roses fan, I thought, I'll play that. Shabby's kids don't come into his toy room to play with his toys, so that explains why Shabby collects Pee Wee and Jem to play his kids. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Sorry, I'm late. I heard both. Yeah, it did, mate. It did. It was like I say. I just liked your personality, your passion. That's one of the things. That's the biggest thing I've taken off top 5 this season, is the people stories, and you. I think it's because we all know each other a lot more now. You know, it's been years since the majority of us know each other, and so you can work your friends out, can't you? And, you know, and when you see the passion come through and the excitement come through, you can't help but smile. You're just like, yeah, oh, that's brilliant. Green, my favorite color. Yeah, that's why I said it. I must have mentioned it on the stream. You did, JT. You did. 89 seconds, Summer of Love. Oh, brilliant. It's okay, Martin. We haven't got to Shabby's number 2s yet. Hey, Gerard. Nice to see you, pal. And thanks for subscribing, you little beauty. Thank you very much. Yeah, good old Des. So going through them, yeah, that was sad as well. That was sad. Well said, Tez. Yeah, awesome. So good old Des with his Stone Roses albums. I just thought, brilliant, you know, to come on here. And that's the thing as well, because our Des doesn't have a YouTube channel, doesn't he? But he's made to feel so comforting, and you lot love him all to pieces as much as we do. As much as I do, sorry. When he comes on, he's just like, yeah. I mean, you can get rid of all that Liverpool stuff behind him when he comes on. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Desi's record collection, absolutely brilliant. Here's another one for number 3s.
So you may have seen him on, honestly, the first Tub Thumpers I was on with you.
Oh, cool.
I'm in the field that don't like that pushy.
So I got this guy from Goodwill, and the funny thing is like I was trying to figure out, like, he's got his rings and everything.
That's awesome, DTM. Look at that, DTM.
All right, hold on. He's getting X-rated. Hold on. And look at his little boots.
Oh.
So what is it, though? I mean, I know it's Mr. T, but as someone that made it, could you buy it? What is it?
And that's the thing. It's like, so I went looking to figure out, like, what did a company make these, right?
Right.
And I couldn't find anything. And then eventually I found that there was somebody had done a pattern for these things. And so, you know, it's basically like Cabbage Patch doll, right?
Yeah.
Somebody had made like a Mr. T pattern, and I found, so I went digging again, knowing that, and he got his little necklace here, and I found other images of ones over the years that people had made, you know, moms, grandmas, aunties, who knows.
Yeah.
And each one was slightly different. You know, they would put different clothes on them or a different outfit or whatever. And I was like, this one is so close to the old classic, you know, with the red and the denim and the boots. And I was like, I have to have this. I mean, you know,
I think I want to get one now.
Yeah, look at this. Look at that, Mr. T. Oh, Cabbage Patch, Mr. T. That's awesome. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I think you have to get your Ellen one.
Yeah.
How cool was that? How cool was that David showed? He was just like, what? You know, I think that's why I'm a big Pee Wee fan. I like unique stuff, weird, not weird like weird, but stuff you don't see. And I've never seen a Mr. T plushie like. And he's right; it did look like a Cabbage Patch doll. But when he said obviously the handmade and they're all different, and there's different ones, and he picked that one because it looked more like, you know, the original Mr. T that we all know. I just thought that was the coolest thing on earth. The weirdest thing though about Damon's what it was hard because his lovely wife had come on in that stream that he did with me and DTM, and she was showing all the boots and stuff and all the do you know what I mean? All the custom made shoes and boots and some of the stuff. And she was lovely. What a nice lady she was. She came on, spoke to me and DTM, obviously to Damon. So that was nearly going to be my pick too. But I thought, no, I'll pick that Mr. T because he's up my street. That he's one of those things that if I saw that at a flea market or a toy store, yeah, I'd pick that up definitely. So yeah, that was it was a good one. That says APD. Daz, never get rid of that Liverpool stuff behind. Don't listen to it, Daz. I mean, Des, don't listen to him. It's still amazing that Mr. T is on it. It was just a quirky thing. It was just weird. Mr. T getting loads of love tonight. That's the thing. In the name one of us that didn't love Mr. T when we were kids. He was just out there and bigger, larger than life, wasn't he? Really, to tell you the truth. And like I say, some of the American cars and so forth, when we were kids watching them on TV shows, being a working class kid from the north, these were like spaceships, you know, like what is that? And then you saw Mr. T's truck and you're like, oh man, that's the coolest thing. So, and then obviously Rocky 3 is Club Lang. We've all got things for Mr. T, haven't we? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Connor showed his custom ones and then Damon shows it. Doesn't look anything like this. Oh, brilliant. Killer Carp showed a Mr. T collection. Yes, yeah, I watched it. I like that Killer Carp. I like his videos. Yeah, I watched that. It was that guy when he went into his basement, then he had another room full of Mr. T stuff, didn't he? Yeah. I didn't actually see any Liverpool FC stuff. Oh, you lucky son, JT. You're lucky. My screen automatically plays that crap out. Oh, brilliant. Ain't getting over no please, sucker. Quit your jibber jabber. Brilliant. If you enjoy Weird Shab, you should get VTR to get his ET. I saw his ET thing. That is that is a weird, what is it? That is a weird toy. I think you should rephrase that, Kev. No, I know what I know what he meant. Talking about VTR, he's the last of my number threes.
This show,
yeah,
one of my favorites on a Saturday evening, 1985. Rex Smith as Jesse Mack, an ex-motorcycle cop injured in the line of duty, recruited to pilot a top-secret, government-built super motorcycle. You got the show yet?
Got it. Street Talk.
Capable of 300 miles per hour
on a bike
through Bristol. What?
Are you gonna be hanging on a bike at 300 miles per hour? No. Oh dear. Now, quite a few companies. This is quite unusual. Quite a few companies got in on Street Hawk. Believe it or not, there weren't that many toys, but a few companies got in. Now, first of all, our friends LJN, they came up with this Street Hawk. Ooh. There we go. Not bad. Not a bad representation. Yeah. Yep. This one actually takes a battery. You put a battery in the back.
Yeah.
So press this button. It has a
no
motion
way.
there. Quite noisy, but also it has a light at the front. Lights up.
Oh yeah.
Because obviously when you're going 300 miles per hour in the dark, you need a light. Kenner also got in on the game and they produced this one. Oh, by the way, this one I found at a car boot sale. At the time, I didn't know what it was. I just thought that looks kind of cool. I got it home, did the research and found it was an LJN Street Hawk. Quite hard to find. I paid 50 pence for this guy at the car boot.
Yeah.
Well brilliant story. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. This is the Kenner one. Now, which one do you prefer? Kenner or LJN?
I'm going LJ.
Yeah, I think I prefer LJN as well.
The LJN looks more like it, I think.
You think so? This one has a kind of pullback motion on it, and this one's my one's kind of a bit broken, but you pull it back, and then he kind of wheelies, and the guy kind of comes off at 300 miles an hour. Not surprising.
He's popping wheelies.
Hanging off for dear life.
What could go wrong?
Why does VTR stuff always look like it's brand new? always. That's one of the things in it when you look at when you have VTR on your streams or you see VTR stuff. It's like you'll be on one of John's super awesome side shows, you know what I mean, where we find out that VTR's got a time machine and so forth. But those tree hawks, how cool were they? And he found one for 50p. What the France, man. Good old VTR, man. He's awesome, and he's got some great stuff. My favourite one, love those 2 street hawk bikes. I never had them. I never even knew they existed. And then VTR. And then he showed another one too at the end of that video, but it just went on a little bit too long. It was a small one that he had too. So there was actually 3 street hawk bikes in that. But again, these are just one of their top 5s. If the stuff that you've missed or you've seen something tonight, you think, oh, that's a great top 5. Go and see what the other ones that they picked in the list. The lists were absolutely superb this season. They really were. 300 miles an hour. Jen must have seen Street Hawk and thought that was a normal speed to drive. 300 miles an hour through Bristol, brilliant. VTR in his loft, like John McClane was my favourite. VTR in that loft, I'll never forget that. As long as I remember RSI saying he's still there. He's still up there. So what did we have for number 3? My number 3 picks was Damon's Mr. T plush. Speaks for itself, really, doesn't it? VTR Street Hawk bikes, Desi Stone Roses albums, which were awesome, by the way, and Rob's Thundercats, which were, good old Rob getting into his Thundercats. So, yeah, absolutely brilliant. So VTR was trapped up there for months. He's still up there. He's still there. Camilla will take him a sandwich now and then, that was the most tiniest attic. Do you remember that? They had, it was obviously a VTR house, wasn't it? Because he had all those files and there was files in the files. It was brilliant. I mean, talk about someone who has a passion and love for his collection. VTR really looks after it, doesn't it? That was Guppy and his mum. No, Guppy, that was funny as well. Guppy was up in his loft too. And his dad was shouting, "Don't make a mess," and all that. Guppy's the same age as us. And his dad's watching downstairs, especially when we're all saying when Guppy's pulling stuff out. And we're going, "Oh, that's worth a fortune. That's worth a fortune." You can hear his dad downstairs saying, "Well, you're not taking it home." We're selling it. Good old Guppy, man. That was brilliant. His mum was in the chat that night and she was superb. His mum, she was double funny. 300 miles per hour on a 250cc machine, no chance. Well, you never know, Ops. It might have been, it was upgraded, wasn't it? It was a Seahawk, a Street Hawk bag. Truth. Right, so here's my top 2 list. So here's number 2, and then we get to number 1. Again, this was an hard list as well because some of these could have been in number 1s and vice versa. So there's some corkers here, there really is. So let's get to it. Let's have a look at my first choice for number 2. Number 2.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Well, this
wow.
We're still in Scotland. Well, we're on Aldani. This is the Aldani base from Andor, and it's actually the Cruachan Dam, which again is on the west coast near Fort William. So that was somewhere. Obviously, I'd seen it in the show and absolutely was determined I would go there. And so that was 2 or 3 years ago. And that was just absolutely brilliant. That location where that sign is exactly where the Empire have got a turret. And there's a guy,
Martin, I thought this should have been number 1. Yeah,
it's awesome. And apparently, one of the reasons they picked it is because they felt that the grill, like those grills on the front, reminded them of the grills on Darth Vader's helmet. And that was one of the reasons that they picked it. That there's something Vader-like about it. I'd not sort of seen that originally, but absolutely amazing.
Wow.
Obviously, they embellish it with a bit of CGI, but. It's a really striking. Well, that's just walking onto the set. Really, it's just absolutely amazing. And there was nobody there. We just had complete free reign.
Look at that.
Wandered
it
around.
looks. Is it as big as it looks, Scott? As well.
Oh, it's bigger. It's bigger than it looks. Really, when you get down against those, inside those, you're looking up, and it's absolutely enormous. Absolutely enormous.
he blew me away with that location because I never even, it's like I said in that stream, I never even knew that place existed. You know, when there's so much CGI in movies and TV shows now. And then when he saw it, and it's first of all, when he first showed it, luckily he sent me the pictures beforehand, so I put them up. And he sent me the first one with the stormtrooper and the officer in front of it. And I was like, what's this? And then, oh, it must be, you know, because I know a lot of collectors will take the figures with them to look. And then I realized what it was. And I never knew it was in Scotland. And his top 5 was something else, wasn't it? It really was. He chose loads of locations where he's been to and so forth. And honestly, the stories behind Scott Whitehouse's, you know, why he went there and the locations, that was a really good. It's funny because I say that in every top 5, but honestly, Shabby Geekers, believe me, I've loved every one of them. I always say to people, oh, this is my favorite, and I've loved this, and then next week, oh, this is my favorite, I love it. But Scott Whitehouse's was really impressive. I mean, the places he's been to and the stories behind it, I just thought, wow. So yeah, that made my number 2, definitely. Let's have a look what people are saying. If they're all Martin, I'll raise my fans. If they're all good old Martin, number 2, yeah. 2 thumbs up for Martin, yeah. Brilliant, brilliant. First of all, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'd like to thank Connor as well, because all the gifts Connor made me for this. So all the pictures that you see of everybody and so forth, Connor took the time out to do them all for me. So thank you, Connor. I really appreciate that. We can see the vague smoke, Shabs, yeah. I'll face it. Do you know what I mean? This was an amazing location for Scott to visit. It really was. It looked fascinating. It's funny as well because when obviously Scott's whole list was all the locations he'd been to, and some of them you just wanted to pack your bag and get in the car straight away and go, didn't you? You were like, oh, I've got to go there. I've got to go there. So yeah, it's funny, isn't it? We always tell that joke, don't we, of Scott Whitehouse, that he has a address tattooed on his arm so he doesn't forget where he lives. He's out that much, but you can tell why he goes out. Some of the places he's been to. So rumour has it the royalties Martin gets from the use of his likeness in those number 2 slides pays for Steph's Lego and Mythic Legions. Oh, brilliant. So next time you see a Mythic Legions video, says sponsored by Martin's number 2. Have you seen her collection goals? Brilliant. I get the same royalties money that I get from YouTube's ads, about 12 pence. Well, I thought you were doing all right with your videos. I'm dead proud of you. Your videos are doing really well, buddy. So that's awesome. Helps pay for it. So best get the finger out then, Martin. Steph needs a dragon. Brilliant. She doesn't seem to like the dragon, Jonathan. It's not on her Christmas list. That would be the ultimate Christmas bait for Steph. Yeah, it would be. Talking about our Steph. Yeah, super cool.
The Xenomorph Monster High Skeletor.
That is very
nice.
They are making some beautiful stuff, aren't they, Steph? They really are.
Yeah, absolutely. The boxes are awesome, but I should be able to take her out of this. So they try not to.
Was that the box making that noise or you?
You need that greasing, Steph. You need that greasing.
So she comes like that, but I can take the plastic out of this one so we don't have glare central.
But these are keeping in the boxes, right, Steph?
I don't know.
I do with all the dolls I've got to keep in boxes.
Do you know what, Steph? Do you know how much of an opener I am?
Yeah.
But I personally think with these, I would say they look better in the boxes.
Do you think?
I think so.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree with Andy. I really do. Yeah.
But I don't know if you can see her.
You've got the
face.
background and everything. I love the package. The packaging is almost part of the product here because of the background and everything. It fits really, really well.
Completely agree.
Yeah, and they pose them
awesome.
quite well as well. But yeah, I just love how they've done her and all the details in her and her armor and even down to her heels are like the baby xenomorphs, the baby aliens. Yeah, I just absolutely love everything about this figure.
So there you go. Our Steph makes number 2. I mean, you look at Steph's Instagram, don't you? You see all these Monster High offset dolls that she's buying, you know, the crossover ones. And then when she showed that on top 5, I just thought that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And like I say, I'm not the world's big. I've seen all the Alien movies recently, only a couple of years ago, but it's just the aesthetic of that. And then looking through her stuff, I was looking through myself, and I saw the Monsters of the Masters Universe. They made a Skeletor one, and I thought, oh, I've got to get that. And I thought, I better not spend the money. I've got Joe Fest coming up and so forth. I go to Joe Fest, and I'd seen one, and I think it was with GeForce at the time. And I'm looking up, and it was like $190, I think it was. And I'm like, oh, I'm winning Armin. Hang on, make sure well, let's go and have a walk around. So then I met up with Steph and Martin, and I said, oh, I'm looking, I've just found this thing, and it's one night. And I wanted to talk to Steph specifically because she collects all these, you know what I mean? And she was going, don't buy it, Shabby, don't buy it. And I'm like, what does she mean by that? Is it crap? And then it dawned on me, oh, hang on. And she did. She got me the Masters Universe skeleton. Her and Martin. I'll have to say Martin too, bless him. And wow, what a gift. That was really, really nice thing to do. But yeah, Steph's got a lovely, unique kind of collection in it. And now she's into Mythic Legions, you know. She's just recently made a video, Steph, on the YouTube. And it's going to her room now, and how she's done a room up and so forth. And it's full of Lego and Mythic Legions and do you know what I mean? And obviously the model houses that she makes, which she's been on Shabby's before, showing all the model houses and stuff. And some of them are super cool what she's made. But yeah, that Monster High, it was a choice between that Monster High doll and the Lego dinosaur she's got. You know, that T-Rex skeleton thing that she's got. Again, watch, if you haven't seen Steph's top 5, watch it. She did a great job. But no, there was something about that Xenomorph. I just thought that, and maybe it's the packaging too. And you heard me and Andy talking about it on there, saying, oh, would you take it out? I don't know, and all that sort of stuff. But wow, man, I just thought it was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. Yeah, and it's Steph in it. Name me someone who doesn't like that Kung Fu fighter. She's awesome, our Steph. And again, passion just goes through it every time she shows something. You can see where it's coming from. And I just thought, she's so cool. You know what I mean? Only 99,998 videos to go, Martin. Get on with it, Martin. Don't mention Christmas. Oh, no, no. She's a big Christmas fan like me. Our Steph. Oh, yeah, the tiny old room. Yeah, the tiny old. He's got that view. She can have the tiny old. She's done a good job in there, though. What she's done, and now she's displayed stuff. I just, you know, watch a video. It's really cool. It's on Martin's channel. It's on a long time ago. And obviously you've seen what Martin's done. And Steph's done hers. And it's impressive what Steph's done. Do you know what I mean? It means a lot to me sometimes, these videos too, when you watch. Because it's like, I've said this 1,000 times, so I won't go on about it. But it's like your pals making videos. So you're more proud when they do well. Or when you see the views have shot through the roof. Or when they've accomplished something. I'm not a jealous person. I'm not competitive in that sense. That to me, I'm all for it. Yeah, well done. That's awesome of you. So yeah, if you haven't watched Steph's video yet, watch it. It's a good one. Who would have thought 2 months later she would have a 3 oh, sorry, watch Steph's 3 collection videos. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. The Skeletor pop culture stuff is cool. Yeah, it really is cool. That alien one is insane. Yeah, and that's the thing, like I said, I only have 1 or 2 things here, Alien, that I've picked up basically. These on clearance or flea markets, whatever. But to see that and the work that's gone into it, and like I said, I think it blew me and Andy away that night, and everyone was watching. We're like, wow, that's so. Yeah, it definitely made my number 2. Yeah, believe you me, I know, JT. Oh, do I know? and you outside in the shed, Martin. Yeah, she gets nice. You know, he's all right now, but wait till winter. When Steph's nice and warm in one of the 3 collected rooms. Brilliant. Martin, you could always add a floor on top of your new room, just saying. Brilliant. All of us, Martin, once we saw your first video. Yeah, I agree with that. Steph got me to like Monster High. My daughter's like, my older daughter did, our Suki. And when she was a little, we bought wait, that's it. When you have a toy collector as a dad, you've got to buy everything. So I got, but then we sold them all when we came to live back in America. Got rid of him, and I wish I hadn't, because some of those Monster High dolls now. But I can't really say. I was talking to our Jenny about that, saying, "Oh, we should have bloody kept hold of them." But Jen said she played with him. They were all out the boxes, accessories. She loved them. She played. So I thought, you know what? That's a better story than me saying, "Oh, I got 300 quid for him." Do you know what I mean? So yeah, she loved Monster High. My little girl, our Suki, did when she was younger. Yeah, but what a shed. I agree with that, pal. I never thought about it like that. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, there you are, Steph. There you are. 3, I thought Steph had 2 rooms there. She claimed your room, Martin. Brilliant. They've done a great job. Honestly, they have. The Longs, they've done a good job, both of them. For a miniature builder, Steph doesn't half need a lot of room for her collections. Yeah. Don't have 3 rooms, JT. Oh, funny how that works, Kieran. Oh, brilliant. Not sure if that's quality isn't genetic, but think it transfers through marriage. Brilliant, brilliant. So you have one more, Steph. So you have more than one, Steph. Oh, 2 rooms. I've got 2 rooms. I can't complain. I've got 2 rooms too. So, welcome to the club, Steph. Welcome to the club. I will do an updated room tour of the room upstairs. They are. There's another video coming up from him. Closer to 3 than 1, Steph. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Thought so, Steph. Now Marty can room good for that remark. Fun fact about Steph's bone flute. You can buy instructions to reconfigure it into a xenomorph, but shh, don't tell Steph. Can you? I didn't know that. 3.25 collection rooms. We call that a household via G-Force. Good evening, Delvian. See, you made the list. You've made the list, Delvian. So if you haven't seen it, you have to watch replay. But you're there, buddy. You're there. Let's see what else. Everyone's saying hello to our Andy. And everyone's saying hello to each other. Steph's stunning collection. Yep, Georgie, she has a stunning collection. You're right. I don't have any rooms. Jace has taken them all. Bless him. Don't know why you all complain about space. Just get a second home or build a new room. So many of us done one or the other. When Darren was here, I was showing him the thing outside. So I showed Darren around the land or whatever, and I showed there's the what is it? The old army barracks I was thinking of doing. So and he went, oh yeah, size of it, Shabby, and all that. So I did show him, but we'll see. That's something for next year, isn't it? Just get on with it. Oh, right, let's carry on with the number 2. So we just saw our Steph right there. Here's another number 2.
All, but I'll just grab it.
Right.
It's a new one.
I don't know why I invited him. Do you, Matt? It should have just been me and you, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
get
rid of him later. We'll get rid of him later, okay?
Dragging his old ass around for years. Yeah.
I'm not jumping your gun there, my Matt. Were you going to say yours?
No, mine's all Dolly related today.
Your Dolly's related. All right, hang on. I have to take my glasses off because it'll blurry the distance.
Is this the new one that you and Matt have got? Yeah.
This is the new one. So as you can see, the size of the bloody thing.
Massive.
Yeah, but absolutely 100% lovely. Look at that.
100%.
It is beautiful. That it is. I mean, and it's. I remember you. I watched your thing with VTR and Luke, and Matt put it towards the old one, and it's nearly twice the size as the old one, isn't it?
I got because I got the 3 of them on the flag here.
Go.
And
there you go.
Look at it on the USS flag. I won't mind as well. That's a 7-foot toy.
Yeah, that's a 7-foot toy. Yeah, so we got the.
Wow.
Oh, some of the figures are falling down, but.
That's it.
We've got John and Alan there. They're actually demanding to take over the flag at the moment. So hey.
That's right. And those orange ones, they're the figures that came with that. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're the ones that came with it. So they're O-rings, and there's the old ones, the two original Mattel ones.
I didn't know there was 2 original Mattel ones, Andrew.
Yeah. They're.
Eagle down. Eagle down.
Far out.
Far out. God, old Andy, keep on collecting. How cool was that? Space 1999. It's funny because they've got the older one too, the old Mattel one, and it's like twice the size of it. It's huge. That was awesome. They both showed that, and we had a good look round it. And so if you haven't seen their top 5, watch their top 5. They have some unique stuff. Keep on collecting, lads. But that Space Eagle 999. But Andy was brilliant there because there was a part in that I had to edit because he walks off. I mean, he was gone for about 2 minutes. Then he comes back. Brilliant bloke. Absolutely. He was just one of the nicest fellas. He really is, Andrew. It's really funny. Let's see what people are saying in the chat before we get to the last of the number 2s. Then we get to number 1s. Can't believe we've gone nearly 2 hours already. And we've had 40 to 50, over 50 tonight. I'm overwhelmed. Thank you all so much. Especially it's just me tonight. Honestly, you all mean the world to me. Thank you all so much. It really does hit me hard, this one. You know what I mean? Because it has been a hard year for me. So to see this many people here all watching, do you know what I mean? Thank you all so much. You left out, still complaining about having no room left afterwards. Room Rumour has it Des T will add a lead to any collection room. Yeah, you should get Des round. He'd build you a room. Do you know what I mean? He'd be awesome. Sags, you only had one tiny owl to move out at one point. Brilliant. Eagle from Space 99. Absolutely. And honestly, Kieran, the size of it. Well, you watched it, didn't you, Kieran? It was huge, that thing. And it was beautiful. So well done. And it came with some O-ring figures and so forth. Beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous. Hey, Gilster. Nice to see you, buddy. Hey, Gil. Good old Gilster's here. Love a bit of Space 1999. Good show. Yeah, it was a good show. And I'm sure that vehicle, just correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, you will anyway, but wasn't the Millennium Falcon supposed to look like that? But it was the Space 1999 one that they said, oh, we can't because there's that TV show that has the same one. And that's why we got the Falcon we've got now. Is that right? So basically the design, the first design of the Falcon looked more or less like that, didn't it? The Eagle from Space 1999. I think that's the story. I think that's right. Amazing imagination. Yeah, brilliant. Hope everyone is doing great. We're doing great, buddy. BOE's here too. Hi, BOE. Hi. Good old BOE's here. Let's have a look who else. How good were those Space 99 ship designs? Talk about lasting the test. And they still look cool, don't they? Yeah, I agree with that. They still look good now. JT says Space 1999, brilliant show. UFO garbage, except for the theme tune. I don't think I've ever saw UFO, to tell you the truth, JT. I've seen some of the ships and vehicles for it and stuff, and they look pretty cool. But I can't remember if I saw the show or not, my friend. Hey, Checkered Emu. Hey, pal. Good morning, should I say? Good morning. Just in time to miss Andrew's flag. I know, brilliant. I don't know what he tripped over, but far out. He's got great personalities. They really have. Good old Checkers here. Nice to see you, pal. Yes, Jonathan, the Eagles are ace, but the question is how many crashed in the show? Yeah, well, they're all models, aren't they? Correct. Thank you, pal. So, yeah, I was right. Yeah, I know the story. I think it was that ship one at the Eagle ship that did it. That's correct, Shabby. They decided to change the Falcon design. Yes, and then they used the design for the Rebel blockade. Oh, so that's where the Rebel blockade came from then. Got you. Right, that makes sense. Spider-Man Brand New Day was pretty good. Yeah, I've yet to see anyone that said it's bad, haven't they? Everyone says it was really good. The Falcon was the flying hamburger. You're right, our days. Yeah. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you. All right, dude, says MOD Extra. Nice to see you. Space 1999 was fantastic in the 70s. Checkered saying hello to everybody, and Chris is saying hello to everybody. And now Des says, hi, Chris, sorry. Right, we've got one more in the number twos before we get to number one. Here's the last one from number two. Brilliant. Right, Scuba Pete, what's your number two?
So we are sticking with the Mego. This is number two. This is the Buck Rogers Command Center.
Wow.
And it is complete.
Wow.
It is breaky, blow mold. If you're so inclined, you could cut out the runway to land the starfighter on, but thank God.
Right, is that on the front cover then? You cut out that and you put it on the floor?
Yeah. So, yeah, thankfully nobody did. So, got the whole, I'll get out of the frame. It's just cool.
That is mega cool.
But it is. Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to open it. It's that very thin plastic, right? That you just look at it and it cracks. But
wow.
I think this is 79, if memory serves. God, it's trying to come out the other side. Yeah.
That is awesome. I bet it's fragile. Starfighter Command Center. Oh, I see. So you buy the vehicle. Did you know about this, Dave?
I don't know if I have seen this one.
Yeah, this is very, very hard to find.
It's cool.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, Lordy Scuba. Someone pick me up. I know, look at that. Good old Scuba. Pulling out the big guns, if you will. How cool was that Mego Buck Rogers playset? I've never seen it. Never. And even you could tell that Dave was a bit, because even Dave was quite, what did VTL like, what is that? You know, and I asked him, have you seen that, Dave? And he said, oh, I don't think I have. That is super cool. And the way he explained it as well, that you cut out the box, you make a playset for that full to be going, because you know, as kids we didn't think twice. It'd be about ripping up boxes and cardboards or whatever. We were just like, wow, yeah, I'll open that, whatever. For that to last the test of time. And how cool was that? I bet it's fragile to pieces, already. I bet it's really fragile. Good old Scuba. Yeah, Buck Rogers Command Center. How cool is that? Let's see what people are saying. I vaguely remember the UFO show and nothing ever happened in it. Just people standing around talking. A bit like ZSR. So disappointed. So it is. Crazy that 1999 was 27 years ago and we don't have that cool of a space program. Oh, I think there's been a few though, haven't there? You'll have to let me know which ones are your favourite space programs. Dinky UFO Interceptor was a cool toy though. Yeah, I remember the toys. I do remember them. And Scuba doesn't do things by ours, does he? No, not our Scuba. You don't know what Scuba's going to pull out. That's the thing. Although saying that, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. Some of you have done it tonight, like our Des. I would have assumed straight away Des is going to pull out Star Wars, pulls out albums. Do you know what I mean? So really, you don't know what people are going to show on it. But yeah, Scuba's top 5 was really, really good. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. That was Tez. Brilliant, wasn't it? Yeah, that was awesome looking BOE, but I expect nothing less from a Jerry Anderson design. Actually, that's a good point, Jono. All the designs were cool. You can say that about Star Wars too, even if you didn't like the sequels or the new stuff. The design's always cool on Star Wars, always. GeForce, officially, we don't have a space program like that, but unofficially. Scuba has the most amazing vintage items ever. He's got some cool stuff, Kieran. He really has. And he got them all for a very good price. Yeah, a very good price. He won't tell you, but he goes, I just got them all for a very good price. Maybe because just in case Leslie's watching, he's not going to tell you. Do you know what I mean? The Dinky Eagles were the best, really expensive. Oh, brilliant. When UFO came on the TV, it was time to go outside and play. Was it that bad, Tess? Was it that bad? So Scuba takes Shabby to all these toy fairs, then points him in the wrong direction so he could grab all the bargains. It happened when we went out with me and GeForce once to Chromag Toys, and they have a counter right in the middle. So, where you buy the stuff is in the middle. So you walk around like a square like that. So we went that way. Scuba went that way. By the time we met up, his cart was full. He knows what he's looking for. That's Scuba Pete. JT Dinky thought kids wouldn't buy an all-white toy. Wouldn't buy an all-white toy. I don't know what that is, JT. Well, they are. They were green, weren't they? And they wouldn't buy an all-white toy. Yeah, that makes sense. I have a green one and a white one, but there's also a blue one. 2/3 of the transporter and the one with the nuclear canisters. UFO was crap. There was... After all that, JT, that was crap. There's one episode where the main character accidentally runs over his kid. It should have been a sad scene, but it was hysterical. So let's have a recap of number 2s. We saw Monster High Xenomorph that Steph had. We saw Scuba's Buck Rogers Command Center. We saw Andrew's Space 1999 ship, which was massive, wasn't it? Awesome. And we saw Scott Whitehouse location Adani. So that was really, really cool. But here we go. Here's my number 1s. So this is what I've picked as my number 1s. Like I say, getting to number 1s was hard. It was like, oh man, honestly, any of these could have made any list. But these 4, I just thought that they just had something, didn't they? Just thought they were super cool. There's something about these 4 that I just thought, you know what, these are awesome. So let's start with this one. Mr. Hoppy, you're there. What's your number 1, buddy?
She is
TIE Fighter.
Oh no, he's got a remote control. Don't tell me it actually flies. Oh my gosh, what?
He just killed John.
No way. Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the Outlander.
Wow, that is cool. Shut the front door. He's like, wow.
So once again, it's just that ball and all the lyrics and the all inside.
So have you made all the TIE fighters now? All the different types of TIE fighters? You made them all?
No, not all of them. There's a load that I can make and that I want to make, but
look at these lads. Look, what the actual fronts.
Yeah.
That's just insane, says Antonio. Isn't it, Jono? Just cool too. In fact, Hoppy's just pissing me off, to tell you the truth.
Well, I was just thinking, like, whenever you have Hoppy on for a top 5, you got to have him on alone because nobody's gonna be able to match it. You know?
Brilliant. Yeah. Let's be perfectly honest. I could have picked any of Hoppy's list from a number 1. His stuff I remember because Oppie's always watched ZSR. He's always been part of the thing and that. And then I came across a YouTube video, Oppie's Creations, and I thought, what's this? And I was watching him and these guy modeling and all that. And I remember I was fascinated by him. Like, what? This can't be the same Oppie that's in what is it? That's in ZSR. So I remember going back onto ZSR and I said to Matt and Tez, Oppie, and then Oppie was in the chat and I said, "Do you the one that does it?" And he said, "Yeah." And I thought, oh my life! And ever since then, that was like 5 years ago. Ever since then, honestly, every video that Oppie only does short videos or Instagram, you got to follow Oppie for his work. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, we all make stuff, and I'm in the in the furniture business, and so I have an eye on stuff. But even I couldn't do stuff like what Oppie makes. Oppie makes them just blows me away, and I think it blows everybody away when you see it. And then he puts lights in it and smoke in it. And remote control, and they move, and you're just like, wow, man, wow. I don't know why everyone's kicking off about this NT4. Get Oppie to make it for you. Just get Oppie to make one. Case closed, isn't it, really? Oppie's work is just ridiculous how good Oppie is. It's just brilliant. Oh, let's have a look. Oppie's Creations were all number one for me. They were honestly just blue. Again, that was one of those where the chat's not really going that much. Everyone's just sat there looking at what Oppie's making. Yeah, they are incredible. All the drugs floating around in the 70s, 80s, and the UFO writing team managed to miss them all. Yeah, Oppie, man. Brilliant, brilliant. Do you remember the series called The Invaders? No, I don't remember that. Oppie, you need to make some of those build it yourself guides, mate. You'd make a fortune. I'd buy stuff, I've got to admit, and I think most of you lads would. Oppie stuff is superb. I'm glad Oppie is here with us in the 21st century, because 500 years ago it would have been burnt as a witch. Honestly, check it in. Follow Oppie on Instagram. Just follow him and just see his stuff, or follow him on YouTube, Oppie's Creations. You'll be blown away, check it. You'll be absolutely blown away. Invaders had hands, they gave them away as strangers from a great difference. It's right a bell, Terry, but can't place it. It rings a bell, Terry, but can't place it. And he says The Invaders was brilliant. Excuse me, sorry, I've been talking for 2 hours. All made using empty bog rolls, prick sticks, and a dab of paint. Yeah, brilliant. Imagine he would have been hired by Blue Peter when he came in. Jonathan, there's another one for the blockade speeder from Andor. Yeah, that was cool. Honestly, if you haven't watched Oppie's Top 5, watch it. Top 5 and Tub Thump was always a highlight of my night and day. Wow, what a nice thing to say. That's a lovely thing to say. Thank you. I try my hardest. And like I say, and I'll say it before we carry on, if any of you want to come on Top 5 or Tub Thumpers, please come on. Do you know what I mean? Don't be shy. You're at Shabby's. There's nothing to be shy about. I haven't got much to show, and I haven't got this. Everything that you show is interesting. So honestly, and I can't do these shows without you guys, because Top 5 and Tub Thumpers is an interactive show. So I'd love you all to come. All you got to do is write to me and say, Shabby, I'd love to come on. And you're more than welcome to come on. You know you are. The longer you lot keep coming on and supporting me, the longer we can do him. That's the way I look at it. So, but no, just the response has been brilliant. So thank you, Gilster. That's so cool, Oppie. Yeah. When we were all shot by the police, their face would turn into a mud. That must be the Invaders. I don't think that's Oppie. Oppie stuff is amazing. Such impressive work. Yeah. You have guests who are brilliant like Oppie on. Then you have me who pulled a condom out of his ear. Well, at least it was entertaining, APD. Look at it that way. But there was a coin in your ear too. Yeah. Look at it that way. Shazam. That's a good point. Oppie, did you ever try building Tracy Island? Can you imagine? Tracy Village. No, you're not happy. Speaking of magic, did you ever get that stormtrooper back, John? Shh, don't tell him that. I thought you forgot about that, John. My work's good. Don't you worry. At least you're here, Gilson. You can always watch it on the replay. So that's brilliant. Oppie probably designed Tracy Island, JT. Yeah, he probably did. So there's Oppie as a number one. Let's have a look at another number one. I love this.
I always have a nightmare with these because I'm paranoid something is going to break off these little buggers.
Ooh, what are these?
So these are 2 of the goblins out of the labyrinth.
Yeah.
She said she was going to stay with Dark Crystal, but in the same vicinity. They're
what, are they just like models, or are they,
they're just I think sort of.
They're awesome.
They were from Plan B toys in 2006.
They are absolutely fantastic.
I mean, he's got his little, like the detail on this little guy here.
Oh yeah.
It's me that it doesn't want to get in the way, but it's I don't know why that doesn't want to come into focus. Yeah, his little skull thing on there.
You've got. I think that's one of the reasons we love going through top 5 because it's funny, isn't it? Because when people make videos or the streams, you always see the stuff, but it's like when you do stuff like this, you get the eclectic stuff. Do you know what I mean? The stuff that's behind the scenes. So that's brilliant.
My angling is not very good at all, is it? Sorry.
No, they can see them perfectly, George.
I haven't. I've got the boxes and everything. They'll go back in. They come out just like polystyrene. Yeah, in the boxes. Yeah. So the boxes have got the nice artwork on there as well. But I haven't seen any. 2 have popped up. No, 1 has popped up on Vinted for £500.
Wow.
Which is Paradise, like the little hat and with his little pokey bit on the top. You know, that's just got. I'm gonna snap off written all over it.
So are they on display, Georgie, or are they in a box?
Yeah, no, they're on display. They're in my labyrinth cabinet. Yeah.
Yeah, Kat says they're brilliant. They are. That's what I thought, G-Force. The detail of them is superb.
Yeah, they're amazing. Absolutely. Those were a gift from my mum many years ago. My mum comes up with little corkers.
Lady Steph's favourite movie, Labyrinth. I put that in my number 1 because I love that film, love it. But you can never find any merchandise for it at all. You know, it's rare as hen's teeth when you go out. And I didn't know. You know, I know that recently they've made some stuff here and there, and you know, I think there's a couple of custom figures out and so forth. But when Georgie pulled these 2 out, I just thought they were absolutely amazing. I thought, wow, look at them. How cool are they? Georgie again. You know, it's funny every time we have Georgie on, she pulls out some stuff that makes us all go, what? I didn't know you had that and that kind of thing. So, yeah, Georgie's top 5 was awesome. And those Labyrinth pieces, they blew me away, to be honest. You know, then when she said how much they were, and I thought, oh, bloody hell. Do you know what I mean? They won't last 2 minutes for Shabby. I'm going to have my hands like bloody Snicker fingers. I'd break him. Obviously, Star Wars MacGyver, absolutely brilliant. Let's have a look. Shabby Post will get that Stormtrooper back to John about 2030. No, not that early. I don't know, another 5 years at least. You know what I mean? Those are rookie numbers compared to Tez's B-Wing gun carrying. Oh yeah, that was only 4 years, John. That was only 4. He got it in the main thing. Do you know what I mean? Georgie always shows different. Always. Do you remember the one time she was on top 5 and she was showing those Muppets that she made? Me and Si were like, what? You know, but then them Labyrinth things, just absolutely brilliant. That baffles me, Steph, especially with your way of collecting and what you collect. I would have thought, because when you hadn't seen it, Steph, we were all like, oh no, you're going to love Labyrinth. You're going to love it. And you went, it's all right. We were like, what? I was wondering if the Dark Crystal figures are expensive right now, the ones from the TV show. I'm not going to say because I want you to watch it, but have a look because Georgie shows some Dark Crystal stuff as well. So she's a big fan of all them, the Muppets and the Jim Henson stuff, and you know, you all know Georgie. You've seen Sesame Street stuff and a Muppet Show stuff and whatever. But to show those Labyrinth things, I thought that was really impressive. Georgie's more of a gem than gem. Or so upset. Yeah, I didn't watch it because of that. I thought, maybe I should go back to it. Love Georgie's collection, so varied and full of things I've never seen before. And I've got to admit, and I've got to say, and I'm not sitting on the fence when I say it, most of the people on this seasons of top 5 have done that. They've shown stuff I've never seen. Like what? Do you know what I mean? John Wayne dolls or Labyrinth stuff or, you know, ships and stuff like that I have no idea of. You know, I've really enjoyed it. Really have. The park feature at the start of Labyrinth is in my hometown of High Wycombe, is it? Oh, I might be coming for a visit, JT. Hi, PGM. Nice to see you. Yeah, still going. I'm really enjoying it. And everyone stayed. So thank you all so much. It means, like I say, it's me hard when everybody stays and enjoys it. So the power's getting real low. See you later. See you, George. Put 50p back in me to George. Labyrinth is nightmare fuel. There's so many top. And that's the thing. I'm glad you said that, Palps, because if anyone does want to come back on who's been on top 5, come back on. Do you know what I mean? Come back on. I'm never going to turn out, well, I've already had you on. Come on. You would love to have you all back on. So what I was thinking of doing is, you know, Tub Thumpers is back in about a month. So we'll be doing Tub Thumpers. And then obviously top 5 will be back at the end of the year, start of next year. But if you fancy top 5 or Tub Thumpers, more than welcome. I think this live stream is Shabby's tribute to your Lord of the Rings story. Oh, brilliant. Let's have a look. Yeah, she does, G-Force. Remember when she showed you a one-eyebrow? She showed her one-eyebrow husband. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant. Lady Steph, I've always preferred the Dark Crystal. I think I prefer Labyrinth more than Dark, but I like the Dark Crystal. I do like it. I need to see. Oh, no, don't, because you're just going to come on and say, it's shit. Oh, brilliant. Hey, Johnny, saw Labyrinth in the cinema as a kid. Magic, still love it. Yeah, maybe that's what it was, Steph. Maybe it's because we all saw it as kids, met the majority of them. We just loved it and just brilliant. You know, what was it? 85 Labyrinth. Yeah, I loved it. I still have a sneaky suspicion that Georgie might have taken that card off Stu's razor on purpose, like Jen and her blue hair. Mistake. Blue hair? What do you mean? Right, let's get to another number one. Right here.
This one, because this is one of those toys that came along with my very first Micronaut, this is the Star Searcher, which is an absolutely fantastic vehicle. It may just look like a big sort of RV type truck thing.
That's super cool.
But this was actually, when we were given the toys as kids, I got my Micronaut and I got given a thing called the Photon Sled, and my brother got given this because he was slightly older, so he got the bigger toy. But I coveted this so much, and I'd totally forgotten about it until I'm going to say sort of 10 years ago. Then all of a sudden it sort of popped into my mind, just like, right, I've got to grab one. So I tracked it down. I've now got 3 of them and box ones as well, because it's such a cool toy. It comes to pieces. You can pull it apart and sort of reconfigure it. So there's little places to hide people. All of the bits pull off. There's a sort of a big crane thing here with a winch, so you can sort of winch bits down. It's got hooks on it, and I mean, it's just, here goes a hook that you can winch down. All the missiles fire. It's just an amazing vehicle. So this is another of those sort of early Japanese toys that I think has really sort of affected my collecting, because it's so cool.
The coolest thing I've seen. Yeah,
it's so
really cool.
It looks sort of rubbish, but you take bits off it. So you got tank tracks on things, so you can build little vehicles, and all the missiles fire. And the missiles have got big sort of rubber bungs on the end of them, so you don't.
Well, that's it. It looks like the engineers. We'll add this and we'll add that. We'll put this on it. You know,
and it's just an amazing toy. And I remember playing with it absolutely loads as a kid. I don't think my brother sort of played with it at all. I just loved it. So it became my.
We all know what Shabby's going to be looking for it, Joe. I know that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I love stuff like that. So talk about falling in love. Do you know what I mean? I fell in love with that thing the minute I saw it. I just thought, what is this? Do you know, it was just the beautifulest thing I've ever seen. So we had Toy Pulley on, and he pulled that out, and it was a Micronaut Star Search, it was called, and I just thought, wow, man, that thing is. Honestly, if I had that as a kid, I would have played. I looked for it on eBay too, and as you saw, there was loads of pieces on it and this, and to find one complete nightmare, absolute nightmare. But I definitely am on the lookout for that. I'm not going to start another toy line, but I just thought that was just one of the. You saw my face on it. I was like, it's like I'd fallen in love all over again. I just thought that was the. I just thought that was brilliant. Being on Tub Thumpers or Top 5 is an absolute pleasure and great. But well, long may it continue, buddy. And that's a lovely thing to say, Des. Thank you, pal. Lady Seth, if you haven't seen The Dark Crystal, Man Alive, you must check it out. No, don't, because you're just going to, like I say, probably will do, Shabby. If I'd seen it as a kid, I might have been. I think that's what it is. But then again, I'm not going to hold it against you. There's so many movies that I loved as a kid, and I thought to myself, Steph, I'll show my kids, they'll love it. And then my kids are looking at each other like, this is crap. You know, and even I've thought myself, it's but no, Labyrinth is always I've always loved Labyrinth, to tell you the truth. Can't be as bad as Aylesbury, JT, although Aylesbury does have a great comic book shop. Nice one. Labyrinth all the way. Bowie's codpiece was pretty terrifying. And it's just I love it, yeah. I shall add it to the list, JT. Brilliant. Micronauts are incredible. Never had them. Know nothing about them. I know Geek Strong showed a couple of Micronaut stuff, and I know Super Awesome, I think, has got a couple of them, but I know nothing about it. So when he brought out that ship, I just thought that's, and then he showed what it does. It opens up and does. Old school toys. It was just, it's like I said in that clip, they had anything. Oh, we'll add this, we'll add that, we'll add this. I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. I recognise that bloke. Yeah, it was lovely to have him on. He was a lovely guest there, Toy Polloy. Says his bus never has happy passages, does it, VOE? Brilliant. Dark Crystal had some amazing puppets in it. Yeah, it did. Palps, my favourite art of Ellsbury is the Fletcher statue outside the theatre. Nice. Lazy says should do a movie reaction. Yeah, actually, what a good idea. Maybe she should watch, what is it, Dark Crystal, and maybe she should put my teeth back in. She should do a what is it, review. That'd be cool. Micro, no, nothing about it, John. And again, I think is it a rare toy now, Micronauts, or am I just because I never see him in all the toy shops I got, but I'm not looking for him, I suppose. So maybe that's why I can't really find him. You know, did they call Stu Micronaut before you met Dino? Hey, Geek Stroke, oh, good old Dino's right there. Yes, let's do a Steph reaction video for Dark Crystal Girls' Day date. I'll watch it. I'll definitely watch that. Hi, George, everybody. Hi, Nicky. Nice to see you, buddy. It's lovely to see our Nicky here. If you're not following him, you've got to follow me. Him and his mates. They have me in stitches. Honestly, you know, I just love natural people. Just natural. And you watch his videos. Honestly, I've spat my coffee out. I'm watching him. Oh, I love him. So yeah, if you're not sub to Retro Bunker, watch him. They're brilliant. Here we go. You're on, Palps and Joel. Oh, looks like there's a review coming, kids. Looks like there's a review coming. I fully support Palps and George's ideas. Oh, no problem. Thank you for popping in. Right, we've got one more video on my number one, and it is this one.
So as I alluded to earlier, I was quite a big Knight Rider fan when I was a kid, and I got this toy, I think for my 4th birthday. And I remember having it, and I was lucky enough that I got the opportunity to pick it up. I can't remember how long ago. And it is the Knight Rider Super Stunt set.
Oh, I remember this.
So, yeah, it's really cool. The thing is, it is open.
Is it exactly the same as the Dukes of Hazzard one? Because it looks the same. I remember having the Dukes of Hazzard one with the barn and the barrels and stuff.
It is.
This is made by Hasbro. The Dukes of Hazzard one was made by Knickerbocker.
Right, okay.
But they are very similar. The weird thing about this one is it opens, like I can take it out. The problem is the contents is sealed. The decals haven't even been stuck on. So I haven't been able to use it because I don't want to use the decals.
No, keep it as it is.
The Knight Rider car inside is still in its baggie. So yeah, but this is the harder one to find out of this and the Dukes of Hazzard. Dukes of Hazzard is a bit easier to find and a bit cheaper. This one's the pricier one, I guess. But again, I done a friend of mine hooked me up.
Right.
There's meant to be stickers on it, but there isn't. So like, there's meant to be that's a bit of the barn. There's just like no stickers on it. So
the lads are saying same graphics set up on the boxes. That's why I remember. I thought, wow, I never knew they did a Knight Rider, but two different companies. Wow.
Yeah, I actually got this of one of the dealers who sells at our Southend-on-Sea toy fair. So another massive plug. But yeah, so I got it for such a good bargain. Like
that's brilliant, mate.
All my picks cost me less than £50.
Go on, how much did you pay for that? How much did you pay for it?
I paid 40 English pounds. So which is and those that know that it's worth more than that. But yeah.
So there you have it. There's Shabby's top picks of your top fives. How cool was that? So in my number ones was Toy Poly with the Micronaut Star Searcher, which was really cool. We had Adam Berry's with the Knight Rider stunt set, which was awesome. Because obviously I had the Dukes of Hazzard one as a kid, but that blew me away. I didn't even know that existed. And then Adam pulls that out and I was like, what the France? How cool is that? So Adam showed that. We had Georgie with the Labyrinth statues, which it speaks for themselves. I just thought they were dead. I bet they look awesome on display as well. And I'm happy that when Des asked her, do you display them? She said, yeah, I do. I thought, yeah, they're awesome to display. And we had Oppie's TIE Fighter, which again, we could have picked anything of Oppie's. So even though I put them all in order, yeah, I could have put you all in any order. I love them all. So if you've never seen any of these top fives, or you think to yourself, that's a cool top five, what a certain person showed, go back and watch them. There's some awesome stuff on there. And in the comments, you tell me. So in the comments, if you can be bothered, I'm not bothered if you do, but if you write in the comments what your favorite out of top five was, or what was your favorite out of this top five was, let me know. see what your top fives were. They'd be awesome. Not to be rude, but won't a Steph and George's movie reaction channel be like one of those junk review channels? Probably, to tell you the truth. Yeah. Let's have a look. Even better, Kieran, junk reviews by Steph and Georgie. I'd watch that. Yeah. I had a couple at Joe Fest, so if you can put up with me having a drink, I'm sure I can put up with them two having a drink. Absolutely awesome live stream tonight, Shabby. More repeats than the BBC. Oh, well, thank you, Kieran. I appreciate that. Junk reviews would be a treat. I have to go back to the start of the show, Shabby. All 3.5 hours. No, it's not. It's 2 hours, 20 minutes. That's it. It's flown by, to be honest. I think it's flown by. And we've had 47, 50 people here all night. It's 45 now. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. I showed one of Carla's top fives and bloody broke the picture frame live. I was going to put that up, but I thought, no, I want to put the no one up. Couldn't even hide it. She was watching. I know. Awesome collection of top five. So yeah, there you have it. Top five, season 3 is over. And I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a show that I definitely want to keep doing. I'm fascinated. You all mean the world to me. And for me, I'm interested in who you are and how you collect. But first and foremost, I love your passion. I love your stories. And this year was no exception. The stories on top 5 were absolutely brilliant. So yeah, next we've got ZSR coming up on Friday. So we'll be doing ZSR. ZSR's back. Like I said, we weren't on last Friday. I was busy. Tez was busy, but we'll do something else. And then you think to yourself, well, Shabby, Tub Thumpers. Tub Thumpers is going to come back. And obviously, I want you all to come on Tub Thumpers. We're bringing back some of the favourite stuff. So, there's always sketches and stuff in Tub Thumpers. So there'll be some stuff. So there'll be some old school stuff from previous Tub Thumpers as well that will come into it. But I can't wait to do Tub Thumpers. But before Tub Thumpers, I'm thinking of doing this. So I'm always fascinated by us YouTubers that are small YouTubers like us. Do you know what I mean? I've always said it since the beginning that I don't do this as a job or to get this, that. I just do it as I love meeting people. I love talking to people. I love, learning and researching about who you are, what you collect. And like I said, I've met most of you in real life. But I was thinking, why do we do YouTube? What is it about YouTube that you enjoy? What is it about YouTube that keeps you going and so forth? So I've already got a guest on. This will be on next Monday. And I've already got a guest on. I'm not going to tell you who it is until obviously I advertise it. But if you'd like to come on this, and I don't care if you've got a massive YouTube channel or a small YouTube channel, I'm just fascinated to see what keeps you still going. Because as we've been doing this, there's people that have come and gone, aren't there? There's people that do it a lot, the people that don't do it a lot. And I just think it'll make an interesting topic because the majority of us in the chat, we all watch each other. Do you see what I mean? So, and I think in a way, it's like you can advertise yourself on Shabby. So, if you come on and, talk about your YouTube, how you started, what you show, where it went. And I've got a bunch of questions and so forth. So I'll do this on Monday. And if it's a good idea and people are interested in it, I'll carry this on for a couple of weeks and see how it goes. So, yeah, we're going to do something about YouTube next week. I'll just get on with this and then I'll let you all go. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Brilliant. I've enjoyed it. I really have. Great stream tonight. Cheers, BOE. Cheers, TJC. Thank you, Lady Steph. I really thank you. Thank you for watching, my friend. Thank you for participating in top 5. Awesome. Cheers, RAPD. Awesome picks tonight, Shabby, and a great stream as always. But yeah, I've loved it. And I think I'll do this from now on. Every time I do a season of something, I'm going to make one. I did it at Tub Thumpers last time, the best of Tub Thumpers, which was hilarious. And I didn't have time to get the other one done because I had people here and so forth. But the next Tub Thumpers, I'll definitely do it. So what I did with these, I'll tell you how I did this. Every time I made one, I stored it straight away. I downloaded it and put it on, and then I spent the last two days editing it, putting it all together. And I've got to admit, I'm pretty proud of myself, really, because it goes to show how far I've come. I just showed 24 clips and didn't make a mistake on any of it, which is which is rare for Shabby in it, to be honest. But no, I think it went all right. Awesome Series 3 top 5s. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Hoppy. Great picks and great summary, Shabs. Only you could do this for 2 hours, 20 minutes on your own. I've got to get used to it, I suppose. I've only done a couple of them on my own, and it does scare you. It does, because you're like, oh no, what happened? You come in, there's 3 people. But we've had, like I said, practically 50 all night. So I think people have enjoyed it. So thank you all. And cheers, Coxie. I appreciate that, pal. Excellent hosting job, Shabs, and wonderful people. Oh, yeah, I think you lot have made it. You know what I mean? But that's like I said, I know I'll go on a bit, but it's interactive, isn't it, Shabbies? You in a way, you're all in the chat, but you're all on, aren't you? Let's be honest. You saw the clips, how many of your clips came up, and I like to keep you all involved. You know what I mean? If I'm working, you're bloody working too. I've been kicked off better streams than this with junk reviews. I do YouTube because I think you're fine as you are. I think you're fine as you are, my friend. Sounds like a good. Well, thanks, pal. Yeah, I reached out to somebody, and I thought of this person first, and he said, "Yeah, it sounds like a good idea." So we'll do it with that person, and then if you're interested and you want to do it, I'd love to do it with any. And you're all invited. You know that. Always wanted everyone here to succeed. You pirate, yeah. I agree, pal. I agree. And they are PGM. Great. Cheers, Nikki. I appreciate that, my good pal. And like I say, if you're not following this bloke, follow him. If you want a good laugh, like I say, if you have a laugh at Shabby's, you'll definitely have a laugh at his. You really will. Take care, everyone. Good stream, Dino. Great stream. Hello, Mr. B. Listens while driving back from Boston. Hi, Mr. B. It's nice to see you. I need a shower now, not because of the show, just because I'm sticking to the sofa. Enjoy that image. Thanks for that, APD. Cheers, Ops. A great roundup for Shabby. Looking forward to next Monday already. See you all tomorrow night, Stews. Tomorrow night, Stews, but more importantly, Shabby's on Stews on Saturday. So, yeah, Stu and Connor are doing something tomorrow, which will be awesome. Then you got ZSR on Friday, and then Stu's Pop Quiz, which was good. It was good on Saturday. I enjoyed it. It's me, Zoe B, Mrs. T, and PGM. So that'll be a good one. So if you're around on Saturday night, go over to Stu's and watch the Pop Quiz. JT says, thank you, Shabby. Thank you for all the brilliant people in the chat. Remember, the most important thing is up the top is 100% agree, JT. 100%. That's probably the greatest comment of the night, that, JT. Great show tonight, mate. I'm customizing another Action Man helicopter I'll watch you. Well, once you're up and running, we'll have to get you back on and do that, definitely. It's got to be my turn to host on Friday. Yes, we're on the lovely Roland's Reviews channel on Friday, so the lovely Tez will be hosting ZSR. PSI and Mr. B. Thanks all, great stream. I need to go back and watch from the start, but cheers, thanks, Shabby. Thank you, Checkadeem. Yeah, I think you'd enjoy it. It's good. All different people, all 24 people that were on. They're all involved tonight. I know that's a long time, 17 years on YouTube. Wow, Jungle is massive. It sure is, our Tez. Right, I only post shorts on my channel, but at least you post. There you go. So you're more than welcome to come on and just talk about that. No problem. Right, I'm going to let you all go. I've kept you here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I've loved it tonight. Been an absolute pleasure. Look after yourselves. Go and watch and support everybody else. And I'll see you again on Friday. See you.